This video may contain copyrighted material, the use of which may not have been specifically authorized by the copyright owner. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing.
Well, yeah, these people so like in their feelings. They talking about a job when I'm working. You know who Goku is, honey? Tell me I'm not a lot like Goku. These people, I think it's so funny how these people is.
Welcome to the pre-show. I am Rich Baritone, and we have our first three hellos, actually. Negasonic Middle-Aged Dickhead is here. Pure Silicone is here. So great to see you, Rich. It's great to see you, too. And again, John Cole, he's almost always here.
So upset that me and Christine are together and we're happy. And then they try to act like they joking around, but really they just looking for an excuse. They is so upset that we are happy, honey. That's funny as that. We're gonna rub it in and go. They is not happy about all this happiness we have together, all this money coming, all that. They are very in their feelings about our beautiful future. We gonna definitely rub it in, honey. But we gonna do it in a nice spirit, you know, not mean-spirited like that.
How do you rub something in a nice spirit? Rubbing something in is a mean-spirited move, just by definition. God damn, you're stupid.
We're going to do it in a nice, kind, loving way, and we're going to keep on winning. Because all I do is win, 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 no matter what. Is that a dragonfly or a wasp? It's a dragonfly. Out at that ranch, there was tons of hornets and wasps, and I'm so crazy at the time, I was thinking about trying to sleep in there. I don't know what I was thinking. That would not have worked well.
Think about, take the cigar out of my mouth, think about what he just said. He wanted to sleep in a hollow tree with wasps. Wow, what an absolute mong. You know who isn't, though? You know who's really super cool? It's Easy716, and he's here right now.
There's my baby. Yeah, it's a cartoon. You're still listening to me, right? Yeah. Goku. They keep saying Gohan is super powerful, which I think is Goku's son. So I heard him try to say he's the most powerful, which I thought it was Goku. Frieza, Vegeta, all of them characters. All right, here we go. We got like 15 minutes left. 15 minutes. I only got 4 minutes.
What the fuck?
Yes, with Goku. Yeah. Oh, that was me talking to myself. Yeah, it's got all them characters in it, but I'm a lot like Goku. And I still believe to this day that Goku, again, I'm going to say it again. I'm going to take it there. I'm going to go there. He's taking Dragon Ball Z too. I think Goku's me. That's right. I think Goku is the prophecy. I think I'm Goku, and I think it's about me. I think all the movies.
Now, what he just said, hold on to that, because in about 4 minutes or so, it's going to have some relevance. He knows everything about Goku and whatnot. Frieza, Dragon Ball Z. Wait about 3 or 4 minutes.
All of creation are about me, except Edward Scissorhands. I don't think that's about me. There's a lot I don't think are about me, but the ones that have to do with like martial arts and legendary prophecy stuff, like Neo in the Matrix and all that, yeah, that's all me. They made those about me. And with Wesley Snipes with the vampires, yeah, that was me. But Goku, I think, has a lot in common with me. We have the same kind of personality too, because I'm too nice. You know, I got a little bit of Vegeta in me though. I got a little bit of it, and when it comes out, it's kind of scary. But I like him. He's got a good attitude because he's always angry. But Goku, that's what I'm saying. Goku's not, and Goku like ends up being more powerful than him 9 times out of 10. Is what it seems like. So it's more like my character. I'm more like a Goku. Yeah, these people so like in their feelings. They talking about a job when I'm working.
You're not working.
I'm working. All right.
See, you're not working at fucking all. Please welcome Mimi Loves 3538. That's her tattoo as per YouTube. Welcome to the show, and I'm glad you're here.
I don't know. Let's keep it going and finish out strong. You gotta finish out strong, boy. That's right. Oh. These folks are in their feelings because I'm getting money. Get my money now. Money. Need some money. RMAT. We got another one. They're going to ruin my day too. Right when I'm about to get going again. It's getting old, bro. If you end up on the camera, that's your deal. It's getting old.
Yeah, it is. That's why I quit streaming so fucking much.
Man, that sucks. You should have gotten that one on video, dog. Wasn't good. Dang, was it good, honey?
Did you feel the energy lift up just a little bit? I sure did. And the reason is OC714OC is here.
I'm out here getting a wife's name right. Right. This is Super Saiyan training. Space Cadet. Come out here, you don't come out here to play games, you come out here to train. Right, come out here, train to get strong, boy. I am gonna start making the Bruce Lee noises too when I do that. Mine are gonna be really dramatic. And I'll do my Furbies now.
I'm sorry for that being so shrill, but it was so fucking weird I couldn't leave it out.
What do you think of that one, honey? Felt pretty good. I was trying to contain the monster. It's hard sometimes. Sometimes the monster wants to get out. It's kind of like Outer Banks Jan Marie. Oh, for real. Sometimes Jaws gets out of the cage. There's nothing you can do. I love you. Said she doesn't know who that is. She doesn't know the characters. Yeah, it's okay, honey. I didn't watch it that often anyway. I try to check it out now, like videos about it. It's really interesting.
What did I say about 3 minutes ago? He's going on and on about it, and then Christina says, I don't know anything about it, and suddenly he doesn't either.
I don't really know much either. I just go,
see,
as I go along with it. I know a little bit. And I still believe to this day that Goku, again, I'm going to say it again. I'm going to take it there. I'm going to go there. He's taking Dragon Ball Z too. I think Goku's me. That's right. I think Goku is the prophecy. I think I'm Goku, and I think it's about me. I think all the movies in all of creation are about me, except Edward Scissorhands. I don't think that's about me. There's a lot I don't think are about me, but the ones that have to do with like martial arts and legendary prophecy stuff, like Neo in the Matrix and all that, yeah, that's all me. They made those about me. And with Wesley Snipes with the vampires, yeah, that was me. Did you see that lift? Was it good? Seemed like one of my best yet. Let me know, honeys. I did it, Ghost. I did it. You want to know something funny? Every time I get on those lift bars, when y'all ain't around, I like to tell myself, come on, champ. Like I got a motivational, coach or speaker next to me, and I imagine that, and he's from the culture too. He's imaginary, but he's from the culture. Like in the end, he's like Professor, like that guy. And he'll just stand next to me in my mind, and he's like, "Come on, champ!" Whenever I'm lifting, it helps me. I don't know, it helps me a lot. Actually. If I had like a hype man, I think it would help a lot. People don't get that stuff helps you. Like motivation goes a long way, especially in this stuff. Because I'll come out here and like today I was like total mortal being, like nowhere close, and then I pull it out of me. Like I do some other stuff too, and I pull it out of me, and like I don't know, it just comes, and then I get in my, I call it flow state. You know what I mean? And once I'm in flow state, then I'm moving. And this is the thing, like it's a spiritual lexicon, spiritual thing. That's all spiritual. You ain't got your spirit right. You could think you're strong all day, but there's a way to come. I think that's half the reason why the devil always tried to get you angry and out of your equilibrium. It's better, there's monks that lose their patience. There was one on the Vegas Strip just lost his patience.
Yeah, this one is from about 3-4 months ago, somewhere in that neighborhood. It's been a while. And hey, look, everybody, Mr. Metal Skull is here to join in the festivities.
Real. Everybody does, but you got to learn how to control that. Online, it's impossible with these people just sitting there typing. I'm talking.
Yeah, he does stink, and I'm imagining that what he smells like really is sulfur.
About in reality. Reality is different because they can't do all
that. And you may have noticed that a lot of the music that I use is actually played backwards. Part of that is copyright, And part of it is that it just fits.
Oh.
Oh. Yes, indeed, Mimi, the smell of hell.
All right, do another live right now. Let me try to get some martial arts stuff real quick for the books, for the videos, and the adoring fans. I'll be right back on live for y'all. We can talk. Talkity talk. I'm tired. I really don't want to do it, but
then don't do it.
All right, I'll be right back. Practice makes perfect. Go get him, champ. Come on. Go get him, champ. Come on, sport. You can do it, Tiger. You can do it, Tiger. Come on, champ.
He really, truly is that fucking crazy. Hello again, Sneedville, and I'm Rich Baritone, and Negative 43 TV is live for Saturday, January 17th, 2026. Well, what are we going to do on this evening? Well, the first thing that we're going to do is get rid of that. So if you saw the video that I released earlier today, it's AI breaks down everything he says. It's really funny, but at the same time, it's extremely scary because they're listening. Yeah, they're watching. They've got their hooks in everything. Say hello to Sheriff Consent. Gonna head out to the Mart of the Wall. Gonna take y'all with me. Always remember, Negative 43 TV goes absolutely great in your car. And Brother R-Dash is here as well. So what I am going to do, the first thing that I'm going to do is bring up right here, just for you, the whole reason that we are here. Here we go. Add it to the stage. This is called God Loves Me, but I'm going to try to read some of this AI review live. It's not an easy cold read, but I am going to go ahead and attempt this just for you anyway. So we click on the ask button. We're looking at God Loves Me. Okay, we are curious and we want to choose something. We're going to summarize the video. It's always interesting to wonder about what AI thinks about this guy, and by God, we can know now. The video God Loves Me features the host, Batman the Alchemist, discussing his spiritual journey and connection with God. He emphasizes his belief that God guides him daily and has given him the gift of discernment. He asserts that he has overcome immense challenges, including defeating an evil group, which he attributes to divine confirmation and his unwavering faith. Key themes and points in this video include divine guidance and personal mission. The host believes God speaks to him daily, showing him the way and confirming his life's purpose. Rejection of God by the world. He suggests that the world has rejected God and he refuses to be changed by it, echoing Tupac Shakur's sentiment. Yeah, that's actually what that says right there. It's stupid. Next, we go on to Tupac Shakur as a chosen one. Let me even highlight that one for you. Yep. Tupac Shakur as a chosen one. He says the host sees Tupac as a chosen one, similar to himself, noting his deep study of Tupac's music and mannerisms. After that, his personal victory and invincibility. He declares his complete victory over his adversaries, stating that he plays chess, not checkers, and is way ahead of those who oppose him. One thing that I figured out, whenever you see quotation marks in any of this, AI is being a real smartass. Goes on to divine confirmation and prophecies. Boy, a lot here. The host frequently mentions divine confirmation through downloads or messages that align with his experiences, particularly regarding his battles with witches' covens and corrupt ties. So let's see. There is Tyrese Need Dash, whatever the fuck. He's here right now. And yes, that's true. No upper lip whatsoever. So we go on with, let me see here. resilience and faith in adversity. I believe that's where we're at. Despite facing seemingly impossible odds and being alone with God, he never doubted his victory, attributing his success to his belief in himself and God's creation. Okay, here we go. Returning to Green Bay as Batman. He expresses a strong desire to return to Green Bay, Wisconsin as Batman to combat corruption and help the homeless and churches, believing he will have the resources and power to do so, including a Batmobile. See what I mean about it being a smart ass? Next is unwavering faith in God. He repeatedly emphasizes his absolute devotion to God, stating that he has no one else and needs no one else but God. Finally, the breakdown ends with immortal vampire and superhuman status. The host identifies as an immortal vampire who has survived the impossible and is superhuman, asserting that his energy is so powerful it exorcises demons. It exorcises demons. Wow, 50. Congratulations, Mimi. Boy, I wish I was 50. I'll be 65 in April, and it's cool. Things are the way that they should be. Never forget that. So going back here, let's click on some pre-made questions like, why return to Green Bay? Well, there's no reason for him to return to Green Bay because remember, he was driven to the bus station and told to never, ever return. Well, on that point, AI says, or Al, as I call him, the speaker plans to return to Green Bay because he believes there is so much corruption there and he is already acclimated and familiar with it. He also believes there are good people who would want him to stand up to corruption. He states that he liked, enjoyed, and loved Green Bay during his previous visit and plans to go back as Batman. With the money he expects to receive, he intends to help the churches, the homeless, and give people whatever they need. He also mentions that he handles the cold weather better than the locals and will be actively working to stand up to corruption, studying everything and everyone to understand what is happening. Yeah, this has been here this whole time. It's been here for a good while, this AI summary, and it's pretty damn funny. We'll read a couple more here, and then we'll find something to watch so that I can kick back and smoke a little weed and say hi to everybody. It's really difficult to do this and read that at the same time. Here we go. Caspian C is here. I'm going to read a couple of more questions here. We are going over the AI descriptions of Tyree Sneed videos. What is quiet desperation? It's the English way, as I understand. Apparently, he stole the phrase from Fight Club, who stole the phrase from Pink Floyd. In the video, the host defines quiet desperation as the opposite of his own philosophy, explaining that he is, quote, not laughing when there's nothing going on and nothing funny. He also connects it to Alfred's quote, stating that you got these folks to the point of what? Desperation, suggesting that his adversaries are in a state of quiet desperation. The term quiet desperation was coined by Henry David Thoreau, so that's who Pink Floyd stole it from, in his book Walden. It describes a life lived in unacknowledged We don't need any of that shit. We're talking about Tyree Sneed here. Why avoid self-justification? This one ought to be extremely loaded with comedy. The answer to that question isn't in the video. However, this video is about the host's belief in God's guidance, his victories over adversaries, and his plans to use future wealth to act as Batman and combat corruption. Would you be interested in learning about that? Why, actually, I would be interested in learning about that, but I haven't figured that one out yet. I will shortly. Next, we go on to why does he dislike social media? Because social media tears him a new ass on a daily basis. It certainly does. The host, Batman the Alchemist, expresses his dislike for social media because he believes it's too dismissive. Yeah, it's pretty much dismissive of you. I mean, we're the only people that pay any attention to you whatsoever. So make of that what you will. You might be better off being completely dismissed That way you could just be nuts in peace. Too late. He states that people are just kind of running around, crazy, wasting their time on these platforms. His view is that social media hinders self-reflection and genuine understanding, as people, in order to understand me, have to understand themselves. I don't understand that one. I don't get that one. For love nor money. Sheriff Consent going to Dick's. He's looking at a 60-degree wedge. I don't know what I'm going to get yet. I know I did get a 1997 Cleveland VAS 4-wood, which I cannot wait to hit. My bag is nothing but vintage clubs, except the driver, but it's like 5 years old. So I'll go on. Let me see if I can even find out where I'm at here. Oh, yes, that's right. How did he train discernment? Yeah, I wouldn't even think to ask these questions. The host mentions that God has given him the gift of discernment and that his discernment is very much on point now. However, he does not explicitly state how he trained or developed this discernment. He implies it's a divine gift rather than a skill he actively cultivated. Go imagine that. Why does God's plan exclude others? Why, let's just see. Come on. The speaker states that God's plan primarily involves him, as he believes he is the son of God for real and all about God. He emphasizes that he doesn't have or need anyone else, saying, I'm on my own in this world. I got God, and that's it. And it sounds like you're screwed, because God, if he's real, and I like to believe that he is, it has turned his back on you oh so many years ago. Going on, he explains that nobody was on my side. Nobody listened. Nobody cared. It was just me and God. This suggests that the others were excluded from his journey or God's plan because they were not supportive or receptive. He also claims that God removed enemies from around me and out of my life. You think so, huh? This show right here proves you wrong. And it concludes with, furthermore, he asserts that everyone else is out of the loop, out of the picture now. You don't even get an opinion with me, indicating that for him, God's plan does not involve the input or participation of others. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. I'll read a couple of more and then we'll go live video. Again, I would like to smoke some weed, and you can't really do that when you're doing this. How does he interpret self-sabotage? It's his entire life. Everything he does is self-sabotage. So let's see. The host states that he does not understand why people self-sabotage constantly. He observes this behavior, but does not provide an interpretation of what it means or why it occurs, only expressing his lack of understanding, because that's all that he has. That's all that he has. I'm gonna read I'm gonna read one more. Let's see. Why was Green Bay cool? Why no regret from enemies? Or how does he define genius? All of those questions are just fucking insane. They really are. They're just it's an out of your mind, out of his mind sort of thing. Let's go ahead and click on how does he define genius, and then we'll wrap this portion of the show up. Been a pretty good cold read. Fucked a couple of things up. My dentures got in the way of my tongue once or twice. That's too much information, but you know. Okay, the host implies his definition of genius through his own self-description rather than explicitly defining it. He states, I'm a genius, and elaborates that this means he is so calculated in his actions that he performs them naturally without thinking about it. He further emphasizes his genius by asserting, you will never outsmart me. You will never get the best of me. Therefore, for him, genius appears to be characterized by effortless calculation, the ability to be highly strategic without conscious effort, an unbeatable intellect, a superior mind that cannot be outsmarted or defeated. I said I was going to get back to a video here, but this last question that you can see down there, right down here in the bottom right-hand corner, here we go. Why does he cry? Oh my goodness, we all need to know why Al, the AI guy, thinks Tyree cries. Let's see. This ought to be good. It better be good. The host states that it is okay for me to feel and cry about it because it was a very hard experience. He refers to the long time coming and very difficult journey he has been through. So that's about all of that I can take right now. But that's going to be a regular series here on Negative 43 TV. So you'll have something to look forward to on this channel. That's for darn sure. So let me see what I can find. If I can find anything. I'm going to go ahead and start with God Loves Me. It's probably been covered, but what we're doing right now is just basically waiting for him to go live again. And that makes you, yes, you sitting right there, an associate producer. Keep an eye on it along with me. And as soon as he goes live, why, we'll be right on top of it. So let's go with from 17 hours ago, God Loves Me on Negative 43 TV, hovering over the candy colored button, and let's go. All right, where are my papers at?
And welcome to Batman Radio. How's everybody doing? All right, so I'm just going to talk here and, a couple of matters I want to go over.
I'll just use a pipe.
First of all, like I said, man, God, God speaks to me every day, man. God shows me the way. I already know, what my job is, what I'm supposed to do. I passed every test with flying colors. Again,
I'm glad you enjoyed that, Dutchie. It's going to be absolutely insane. And sometime not too long from now, I'm going to do the AI review of the video I put up this morning, because you can go right there, go to that video right now and click ask. It's wild.
I told y'all my style already, man. People have to actually get to know me. And that would require people to have, done some self-reflection and actually listen to themselves.
Okay.
People, in order to understand me, have to understand themselves. And, with social media, it's too dismissive. So everybody's just kind of running around, crazy, wasting their time.
It's funny to listen to this after listening to the summary.
And that's my whole point, is like, again, as far as the world is concerned, I understand where I stand with the world. I don't understand why, though. Oh.
Oh, it's all right, Mimi. This is how I do it every single show. And speaking of vapes, I'm trying to back off of those. I actually got a nice 1/4 ounce of some really high-class bud. And there's a very discernible, obvious difference between the two. You can hit vapes to a point where you feel drugged. And trust me, I got there many, many times, and we'll get there again. I'm quite certain it's a very inexpensive option, but I'm going to try to stick with the weed a little bit.
But again, I guess that's because I'm innocent, number one, right? Not really naive, clearly at all, you know what I mean? But naturally,
Here's a read it for the listeners. The first one, it's from Mr. Metal Skull. He defines it as generous because all his delusions come right out of his ass.
Yes, I was. God has given me something called discernment and a gift of discernment. But I understand where I stand with the world. It's nothing of my doing. It has nothing to do with me. And I just got a download talking to me about this. And it explains, the world, has rejected God. The world rejected God a long time ago. So, it's like Tupac said, he said, I'll either change the world or be changed by the world. And I'm for sure not going to be changed by the world. Right. So, that's why I feel what Tupac was saying. And I've always said that, to me, it sounds like him. It sounds like Bruce Lee. It sounds like there have been.
Yeah, I know that it is. I wanted to get some use out of it to start with, but apparently, and if I'm wrong, please tell me, because I would love to put this thing up. I think you have to be on a paid plan in order to use that. Please, somebody, anybody, tell me that I'm completely wrong.
A couple of individuals, who, may have been chosen ones and were chosen like me.
But that banner is just so great, isn't it? My hat sitting on top of a forklift, and there's a joint there, there's a vape there's a cigar there, and again, a forklift. It was just so great.
And it makes perfect sense. God is going to hand select and pick, who he wants to use as a vessel. And I just think Tupac had that written all over him. I think that's what he meant by, look in my eyes when he was on that album cover. I studied Pac. I looked at his mannerisms when I was younger. I used to listen to his music in my truck when I was like in Atlanta. I would just go to the mall and listen to his music. When I was surviving in the hoods in Atlanta and Miami, I would listen to his music. I've studied Pac's music so much it's unreal. I'm really thinking of getting back into that. Just so I can go back over it, and that's the thing, it represents a lot. And it's I give Tupac his full credit. You know what I mean? It's a legacy. I always give credit where credit's due. I want to see everybody do well. I want
Wonderful. Tell me how to do that. Next show, by God, it'll be up.
to see everybody win. But my point is, Pac said a lot of things, especially like in that one that you know what I'm talking about, that one interview. Y'all should know which one I'm talking about. I'm gonna probably watch that in a minute too. But he said a lot. He dropped a lot of jewels, and he explained and said how the public was and the people of the world and how they couldn't make up their mind. And he said he was in New York and he was on the East Coast and on the West Coast. And I mean, first of all, is the world ever going to acknowledge basic reality? Are we ever going to talk about what I've actually been through here?
No, we aren't. We'll talk about it here, but the world in general doesn't even know who the fuck you are. Get that through your bowling ball head. The world has no fucking idea who you are, who I am, who any of us are. Everyone knows this is nowhere. It's not just a Neil Diamond album title anymore. Neil Young.
Because as far as I'm concerned, until that's addressed and until we're going to talk about and
yeah, I'm a little high too, Dutchie. You can tell by that last statement. Oh dear, I may have to take my teeth out here.
The whole world is going to actually acknowledge what I went through. That's a basic thing. And the fact that I am literally an immortal vampire and I have survived the impossible time and time and time again, and that it's all completely proven. See, I never have to have receipts or prove anything because it's proven, because we all know what's happened and transpired. In fact, a lot of it has happened right in front of everyone.
And none of it has happened. Yet none of it has happened. Your daddy, I'm not going to say what I was going to say.
And it's documented in so many ways, it's unbelievable. So what do you mean?
It's documented, but you don't have to show receipts. If it's documented, you got the receipts to show, don't you, you fucking retard? Don't you? Oh, you may be getting some hot rich here right now.
I everything I say is a fact. Everything. I haven't once even been wrong about basic stuff. I've made every prediction I've made has come true. So my credibility is A-okay, brother.
It's non-existent, but go ahead and kid yourself.
The reading said, like the Joker video came out, it said what it is, and sometimes I don't really agree with the wording, but where did I not win?
Yeah, this is from 18 hours ago right now. So yeah, it's today, but it's very early today.
Like I said, this is my style. I have these people think sometimes that I'm losing or that I'm not winning. That's what the Joker video said. It said your quote unquote failure turned out to be your biggest success of all time.
You don't just get to say shit. Explain. Please explain. I know he won't, and I know he can't on this pre-recorded video, but explain it.
Yeah.
Bitch.
So what you don't get is, like I said, today, all day, the devil has been at work and these demons and agents of Satan have been at work. And it was cute. They really thought that they was on something today. Yeah. They thought they won something today. They thought they were really on something.
The worst thing that has ever happened is him figuring out that StreamYard had a soundboard.
Here's my response.
My response is I don't really hear it anymore. But what is your response to fucking whatever it is you're talking about?
That was cute. At some point, you're going to realize, and that point would be right now.
I mean, if you look at it through look at him through the prism of any religion, this guy's going to hell. There is no other scenario, according to virtually every religion that ever was. You just know it's true.
What you're actually dealing with and who you're actually talking to.
A fuckhead.
It's cute. That's about as far as it goes. So, again, you vastly underestimate me. And the Joker video says what it is. It says that. And
you know, I just noticed I haven't brought the curtain up, but it's okay because there's really nothing going on in this video at all. I'll go ahead and bring it up and put it in full screen. All right, here we go. That's better.
And then it said, you know, they thought that they won or thought that you lost. And no, you let them think that they won.
Yeah, that seems to be true, Metal Skull. The last part of that statement, yep, you know it. And yes, Ledge, you may be in a very good place tonight because this could well be a big dose of Red Hot Rich because he's really just pissing me off right now, which is great. You can get a lot of things off your chest this way.
See, you don't get it. I'm way ahead of you. So every action that I do, and I'm telling you the truth, is so calculated that I do it naturally without thinking about it. That's scary intelligence. Because again, I'm a genius. You will never outsmart me.
The only thing that you do without thinking about it is wetting your fucking bed 38 minutes after the hour, unless, of course, you're in Newfoundland and Labrador, in which case it's 3 minutes after the hour. There, I did it. I got it right. And please, please, please welcome Just Chillin' to the show.
You will never get the best of me. I want you to understand something, right? You know how these folks always talk about their little tactics and act like they're effective? I just defeated you at your own game.
I honestly don't know. I asked for an indica and got one, and it's really good, really small little buds. It's $40 for a quarter ounce, and 35 years ago, I was paying $35 a quarter for just commercial brown weed and was happy to do it. It's an extraordinary time.
In fact, if you actually had paid attention and you were paying attention and you would wake up and smell the Folgers coffee and the flowers and understand what time it is in reality, you would have been aware that I was clearly, talking the way I was talking and doing what I'm doing on purpose.
The dude can't even get cliches right. Please welcome, for the first time, I believe, subscribe to John. He's here right now. Give him a very, very warm welcome.
And as usual, you all took the bait.
Yeah, it's crazy, Dutchie. I mean, again, 35 years ago, we had skunk bud. It started like the day after Thanksgiving, and by New Year's, it was gone. And that was all the fancy weed for the year. Now it's Tuesday. It's not Christmas weed anymore. It's completely common now. We were paying up to $80 an eighth back then, and it was worth it because it really was so far above what we were used to smoking. I don't know, maybe a commercial stuck in his head or something, or his dad drank it, but yeah, that's not a bad question, really.
Did you not? You completely took the bait, okay? And in the process, you just made a whole bunch of mistakes yet again.
Okay, like what?
And in the process, we just got divine confirmation just a couple of minutes ago. You can go to your community wall and you'll see it right there because everything I do is proven by God.
Tarot readings are considered to be of the devil. All right? Have you got that clear? It's not a Christian thing. It's tangential to voodoo, for Christ's sakes. Stop with that shit. Of course he won't, because he really is that stupid.
Divine confirmation is when
Oh,
God and the
fucker.
heavens and the angels and, we get confirmation from the divine of actual reality that's happening in real time. And if you look at that community wall, it will tell you this evil group, which is all of these folks that want to, chat and type.
Mm-hmm.
That's their specialty. They like to type a lot, hiding. The evil group, okay, that I've spent, I don't know, almost 2 decades plus, maybe my entire life.
We're still here.
And again, I didn't know these folks. They came out of nowhere and they just started doing all these behaviors and doing this, but I've been through this for a long time. Okay. It's been a long time coming. It's been very difficult. It's been very hard. It's okay for me to feel and cry about it because it was a very hard experience. And, I would never feel any way but proud that I've made it through and that I've come this far. It is absolutely amazing how far that I have come and that I have actually overcome all the evil and all the demons and the devil himself.
No, you're consumed by evil, the demons, and the devil himself. That is the truth of your existence right now. You could not be further from God. It's not possible for anyone to be further from God. You're a blasphemous little butt fuck. That's exactly what you are. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, that guy is here. Did you know he's one of the leading comedians here in Sneedville? Welcome.
And all of y'all. But if you read that download, it will tell you what time it really is. And it's that time. The so-called evil group, and they are evil, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're also, not tough or brave at all, and they're very cowardly. That evil group has officially been dismantled.
So why am I here then? Why are all of these other people here then? Yeah, we're not going anywhere. We have not been dismissed. No way.
You don't seem to get it. It's over. It's finally completely over.
Yes, he is in fact a very, very funny guy. He really helps me with this show just by being funny as fuck.
I made it. I'm here and I won. I won completely. I tried to tell you that I play chess, not checkers. Checkmate. So silly. So silly, huh? Really thought you was on something, right? Y'all thought you were gonna win? Brother, if you haven't realized that all I do is win, I give up. So, like I said, made the effective, right, correct move. Like I said, they fell for it, took the bait completely like they always do.
What is this taking the bait shit that he constantly talks about? This is starting to rub me the wrong way as well. Taking the bait. What bait? What fucking bait are you putting out for anybody other than being yourself, which is racist, misogynistic, hateful, opposed to God, despite what you think? You're pretty much a piece of shit.
And because they're not thinking and they're too erratic because, well, they're triggered and pressed because of how good looking I am, how handsome and my success, and the fact that I'm God's favorite and God loves me. Yep. See, you don't get it. You don't seem to ever listen. Again, everything that God does is real. It's God and I working together. You understand? Karma is real. God is real. So
And here is a read it for the listeners that proves what I just said. That guy says he's putting out that master bait. Damn, what? It's one of those things where you read it and you say, "Fuck, why didn't I think of that?" That's witty, by the way.
The move that we make
it is
standing up and winning. You understand? So my effective moves in this game, if you want to call it that, because it's not a game, it's reality, and this is real as it gets, and it's in front of the whole world. My effective moves that I just made all worked.
He only pulls that one out when he really fucks up.
My attitude worked. My outlook worked. My confidence worked. Just my complete, what is the word he uses? It's actually the vampire thing. What is he? Oh, conviction. My conviction worked. When he tells him, he says, your courage lacks conviction. You understand? And that's the thing, you know, everything that you do lacks conviction because you have no faith. You have no faith in God. You have no faith, period. You're just empty vessels. Yeah, I just completely won. The evil group people, right?
Yeah, I can't wait for the next time he trots that one out because there's all kinds of proof that is completely wrong.
Has been completely dismantled. And again, I want to give all credit and thanks to God because God is who did it. I mean, yes, I did it as well. And I'm sure God wants me to take some credit, but it was all God. God is who dismantled, you know, all of this evil. You know what I mean? Finally, he just used me as a vessel, as, you know, really the major part of it. And it's been a hell of a journey, man. I've done a lot to get here, to get to this point. I've accomplished so much. And that video is 100% divine confirmation. It is word for word my story, as well as almost every video that I've posted, and a lot that I haven't, that, you know, come to me all the time. I mean, they tell my story word for word.
You know, now that you mention it, that guy, he's got a few convictions.
There's no coincidences with me. I'm in perfect alignment and directly connected to God. I sit at the right-hand throne of God. All you got to do is listen to that video. It'll tell you the truth. If you listened, and I'm going to prove this to you in front of you in like 5 seconds. I always spoke and told y'all that I defeated witches' covens, male and female. In that video, these are complete strangers. He states, I repeat, these are complete strangers. He states that I defeated witches' covens in the video.
Well, here's a good one for conversation. It's from Brother R. Did everyone go to Joey's GoFundMe to end gang stalking and donate generously? You know, I forgot all about that damned GoFundMe, and I'm surprised that it's still up. Maybe we ought to do something about that. That would be worth 2 or 3 days of content.
He explains that they have corrupt ties, right? Just like I've stated, right? So this was me versus the whole world and all the evil folks in an entire network that's worldwide, okay? And I have effectively stood up and defeated them all by myself with God with me.
Whatever you fucking say, ladies and gentlemen, please warmly welcome Officer Boogeyman Returns again. Welcome to the show, sir.
That's why I keep pressing. That's why I kept putting up that quote where he's saying, why, Mr. Anderson? Why do you persist? Right? He tells him, what is it? He says, why get back up? Right? Why keep, you know, standing up for what's right? Why? Right? He said, you must be able to see it by now, Mr. Anderson. Right? That's what he says. What is the rest of it? He says, you can't win. He said, this is pointless. You're wasting your time. Why do you keep going? You can't win. This entire time, it was impossible for me to win.
Yes, this entire time it was impossible for you to win. Yes, it's the first correct thing you've said, what, 2 years? That is absolutely the fucking truth. That's not how you meant it, but it's the fucking truth. Please welcome King Blazy to the show. He's in Canada, and he really doesn't want to be.
Entire time, I couldn't win. That was the truth. There was no way to win. It was impossible. I was against all odds. I was by myself this entire time, my entire life. And I just believed and knew in my heart. And I guess God just told me and showed me, and I just knew.
Wait.
For 1 second that I would win this.
Oh, why did you get a strike, officer?
Ever. I knew that I was going to win since the beginning of this. Because I'm me. You understand? I'm what God created. I'm Tyree Sneed, and that's what Ty does. Tyree and Ty wins. I don't care how stacked odds are against me. I don't care how many people are against me. I believe in me. I believe in myself. I'll put my money, I'll put any money on me every single time.
And you'll lose. You know, in part, that might explain why you're starving. Indeed, 50 minutes after the hour.
And I just completely won. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. Yeah. See, that's the difference. See, like I said, talk is cheap. Now it's proven to you.
This is good enough to do a read it for the listeners on. This is from Ledgeview, and he wants to know who's God.
Yet again.
Oh, Lord. Oh, man, I got to pause that shit for a moment. Now you can be an associate producer here at Negative 43 TV. Please, oh, please help me keep an eye on Batman the Alchemist. And if he goes live, well, oh, by gosh, by golly, we'll be right on his dead ass.
So again, like I said, and it's just that simple, man. I mean, you know, it's all in the video, man. It'll tell you everything. I'm tired of going over it. I'm not going to keep going over this. I'm not going to, you know, worry about or talk about the past any longer. I'm moving forward on to bigger, better things. God.
That's all horse shit. That's all you ever talk about is the fucking past, except when you're bitching about things going wrong right now. You're stuck there.
Told me to just relax, be still, chill. He basically said do nothing, which I don't ever do nothing. I like to do what I do. I like to, you know, work and do my job here and do this. So, you know, I'll be doing this, but I mean, I'm going to take it easy a little bit more probably because, you know, I might still train, of course. I don't really feel like letting up on that because it's working so well and it's really exciting for me and I love what I do.
But nothing. Please welcome Smuggy Smuggerson to the show. He's been here for a minute or so, but I was doing some backstage stuff.
At the same time, yeah, it's pretty much time to just go completely into hiding. It's time to go ahead and get away from the whole world. And I'm just going to go ahead and stay in my corner and do what
I'd read that guy, but I don't know that I'd get that out right.
Doing and get away from all this for a minute. You know, I'm going to keep working, I'm sure nonstop probably, but we'll see. I don't know, you know, but I won, man. I won. It's completely over, man. It was the hardest. I mean, it's been the hardest time of my life. It's been one of the hardest journeys. And this is why I always, you know, tried to make sure that I wanted the public to see this. I wanted people to see firsthand account.
That's a hell of a question.
And a testament of what was really happening. I wanted to involve people. I'm smart. I wanted to get the community involved and you know, to whoever was lucky enough to witness this. I mean, I just made history. I mean, every step that I took, every breath that I've breathed, every struggle, everything. I mean, you have no idea what I've been through. I mean, I shouldn't even be here. For me to have made it this far, I mean, this is way beyond any movie. It's way beyond any fake hero story.
Yeah, my wife and I were listening to him in the car today, and yeah, he's going into hiding again. Real courage, really courageous of you. Let me take another hit.
It's way beyond anything any of these organizations ever did. My story is literally the greatest testimony of all time. And, you know, I won. Okay. Now, what all the downloads are saying immediately, and this was immediately, I mean, this is how God speaks to me. He told me, you won, it's over, right? It's the evil group has been dismantled, right? And this is, you know, I've stood up this entire time. I've worked on this by myself the entire time, and I had to stand up for myself. You know, I've always had to stand up for myself and defend myself, and I've always had God with me every step of the way.
Go get your fucking wallet. Okay, go get your fucking wallet. Then talk about that shit, not before.
I didn't have nobody. Nobody was on my side. Nobody listened. Nobody cared. It was just me and God. So, you know, you're going to see me walking around a little bit even more proud because I'm so proud of myself right now. It's unreal. It's time to celebrate, literally. And, you know, the thing is, all the downloads now are talking about money coming. Immediately, it said the evil group has been dismantled. Immediately after that, every download that came out, and I posted a couple of them, I think, just a couple. There's tons of these. It says God approved all the money. The money's coming. I'm talking like more money than I could ever even think possible. Like a whole miracle is about to happen. And I truly believe it. I can feel it. I can feel it coming because of God and because.
That's not money that you feel coming. It's a trucker, of course, officer. Yes, he is always going into hiding. Every time he goes live, he's in hiding because his block list has got to be the size of, I don't know, Cleveland's phone book, let's say.
Never cared about
Assuming, of course, they had a phone book anymore, which, of course, they don't.
money, man. Like even the video, the one download said, it said, for these past 10 years of pain and suffering and everything that I went through, I have endured so much you folks would never even be able to comprehend.
Yeah, this is something that's been happening this week. Go to Google and leave a bad review on Bronzeville Sports Park because of the idiot Batman that's there. Maybe that'll get somebody's attention.
What I have been through. I mean, literally, I literally have had it harder than anyone. I can confidently say that. You know what I mean? Outside of maybe Jesus Christ, that's about it. Everyone else, I've had it harder than everyone. I'm a real true Messiah. I went through, things that are very similar, if not, identical. I've really been through it, man.
I'll tell you what, officer, he better hope the atheists are right.
You know what I mean? So, first of all, I want people to give thanks to Jesus Christ for what he did, because what he did was very real and something that not anyone could do.
Oh, here are a couple nice comments relative to his block list. First, from that guy, it was the best of blocks. It was the worst of blocks. And then Blue, please welcome him to the show, by the way. His block list is the size of Mount Crumpet. It sure is.
I mean, and he did that for the love of humanity, man. And it's truly sad that this world rejects God. It is truly sad how real God is, and that he wants to build a relationship with everyone. It is truly sad how all of you folks are, because there's absolutely no reason for any of you to be this way. But yet every day, all of you are this way. You're cold, you're bitter, you're miserable, you're unhappy, you're projecting, you're not doing anything to help anyone. And every day I want to make sure that every day of my life, all I do is just breathe and spit pure, love. And I just want to make sure that I'm on a frequency of love, and that all I do is help people. I save lives. Everything I do every day is to help the world. I want you to pay attention and look at how many folks are against what I'm doing, against this, against me. And then I stand up by myself to every single one of them cowards, and I just defeated all of them.
Again, go get your fucking wallet. Jess, I wish they would bring payphones back, because not everyone has a cell phone, and not everyone has a cell phone when they need to make a phone call.
You understand? And that's the power of God. So, like I said, I mean, I know what it is. I mean, pretty much everybody outside of the folks that lost is going to respect me on a whole nother level now.
Holy fuck.
This is all real. I never have to just make up stories or make something up. You watch
always
a lot of this transpire in front of you.
You always make stuff up. Your entire life is a fucking fantasy. A fantasy of like, what, a 5-year-old? Holy shit. Enjoy the rest of your life, because you're never getting laid again. This is one for the listeners from Blue. Joey spits pure semen.
Paying attention. If you blink, you might miss something on here, but if you really pay attention, you'll figure out what's going on. And it's very simple. That's why these folks, I was like, there's no way they can keep pretending with me, because it's a public platform and they're the ones doing it. So they're the ones watching. You folks really need to stop lying.
My favorite is when he attempts to make what should be a serious point, and then he fires a laugh track. He actually makes StreamYard laugh at him, and he does it a lot.
And like I said, they're all involved in it, and they were all part of this. So like I said, it is what it is. I'm getting some kind of massive settlement. I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know. Like I said, everything I've spoke is true, number one. So I think there's going to be settlements coming from every angle. I don't think I have to do anything.
Yeah, it's a convenience that definitely needs to come back, Joe.
I think it's just going to happen. This is from God. It may be, I think he's just going to give me the money straight up first off. I mean, somehow. And then I think after that, I may, deal with the rest of this stuff, and it might just be a whole lot more money on top of what I got. I don't know. I have no idea. God is who serves justice. I'm the enforcer of divine law. He appointed me to do so.
Hurry up,
but
Tyree.
God serves, justice, and this is God's plan, not mine. So I'm going to let go and let God and leave it to God. And I'm just excited. I'm excited to see what God does.
Those of you who are actually watching this have been looking at this for about a minute, something like that. Anyway, this is definitely a read it for the listeners. And as I like to say from time to time, you may want to pull over. This one's really good. It's from that guy, and he says, Superman has been hit hard. Oh, wait, let me start again. Superman has been hardest hit by the lack of payphones.
But
yeah, that would be traumatic for him now, wouldn't it?
it's all there, man. I mean, I'm listening to downloads telling me these people never thought you would come up again. They never thought that you would get, wealth. They never thought, yeah, everybody counted me out. You counted me out over and over. You've counted me out 8 million times, just like you reject God, and God proves himself every single time. You folks are sad, man. It's just that simple. Like I said, I'm the son of God for real, man. I'm all about God, and that's
okay. That right there would put you on the hot rails to hell. That's blasphemous. Blasphemous. These teeth are coming out in a minute, by the way, but no, no, you're doomed now.
all I want to glorify is God and talk about is God. I mean, I don't have anyone else, and I don't need anyone else. I'm on my own in this world. I got God, and that's it. You know what I mean? And that's why it's been such a hard journey for me, because folks can't really, it's hard.
Okay, that's better. This one is from Blue. Bill and Ted and Doctor Who also feeling the pain.
Explained it. There was a download. She said, it's hard for folks to even like you. That's why they be saying those things they saying, and I never understood it. I'm like, I'm a very likable person. But the thing is, the reason that folks, why it's so hard to like me is because I'm so blessed by God.
It's so hard to like you because you're evil in every way. Nobody likes you. You're a threat to women. You're a threat to the elderly. You're racist. You're misogynistic. You once tried to take everything your mother had legally while she was in a mental institution. That's an absolute truth. You tried it. You didn't get away with it. Anybody that would try to rob his mother while she's in a mental institution is just fucking evil. And I need to smoke more marijuana 3 minutes after the hour.
You understand? So, they don't even know what it is. It's just my shine, my light, and they're already jelly of me. And that's why I talk about it. That's why we made the word jelly or jellyfish over here, right? Because I don't talk like that. I talk, I'm a very tough guy. I talk a very much different way, but I mean, it's good for me. It's good that, this is helping me. I didn't look at it like that till now. I mean, this is helping my language. It's helping how I talk. It's helping me as a person. And I think that's why God, has me doing it all. So, my whole perspective has changed, and that came out on a download recently too. It says God is changing your perspective. I mean, all this is just right in front of you. It's proven. It's all facts. I mean, any one of you in the world, if you still reject God or you deny him or want to act like it's not real, you're silly as hell, bro. Sure. Because it's all in front of you, and I'm living proof of it. So I mean, what more can you possibly ask for me, dude? What? It's no longer a matter of someone's opinion or what they believe, or if they want to act like they're so smart and they figured everything out. It's a matter of, if you don't believe in God, I'm sorry, but if you really believe it's not real, then you're in straight denial.
Yeah, I remember that. And it is true. About a year and a half ago, for those of you who may be newer here, he was saying on a regular basis that God was the devil and the real God was love. That was a line for him for years and years. And then one day when he was getting super desperate, I had to go and say, he's so far down, the only thing left for him to do is find God. Within a week, he was in the church cult.
That was the point of this. And that's why I'd be looking at these folks who try to self-justify, they're self-righteous, or they're trying to buy their way into heaven, or I don't really trust none of these people. Another download, it said, just stay to yourself and ignore everyone. And that's exactly what I was already on. I already understood a lot of these things ahead of time. It also told me, about what was going on. And I've already figured that out as well. The confirmation just came in right now telling me something that I was aware of, and it just works like that sometimes. So, My discernment is very
What did it tell you, that you have untreated syphilis?
much on point now. I'm not trying to deal with anyone or talk to anyone. As far as if people want to help me, you want to give me money. That's all I want. Like I said, money.
That's all I want.
I'm doing God's work. And, you know, they said that this has been a very slow season where I just barely get enough to get by. And that's it. And they said God is tired of it and sick of it, which I know he is. And it makes perfect sense. And he said he's about to change everything. You see the divine confirmation that my bank account is going to change drastically in 2026, that everything is about to change.
No.
I'm about to have, I mean, I guess millions, billions, trillions of dollars. They said I'm getting so much money, I'm not even going to know what to do with it. You know what I mean? And I mean, there's not a doubt in my heart, my mind for 1 second.
That it will never happen.
Is going to bless me. He's blessed me my entire life. He blessed me when he created me. He's blessed me with who I am. I don't care about money. And I just know that God is real and God's promise is 100% fact, true, and real for me. I really do. So, I mean, think about it. I mean, you know, I mean, he delivered every single time he's delivered for me. Every time he's been there for me. No one else was. Nobody else ever was. But God has been there for me every step of the way through this. And that's the truth.
That's garbage. You just sealed your ticket to hell not 10 minutes ago again. Claiming to be Jesus Christ is blasphemous. It's a road of no return for you, and we're all happy about it.
So if he could, you know, stay with me and help me to do this, and I just, you know, defeated all the male and female witches coven, I just defeated and exposed and dismantled this entire evil group with God. God and I did this together. If we can do that together and he can bring me this far, then he can do anything and we can do anything. You understand? And that's what I believe God wanted you to see. I think he wants people to see. I think the right people will see this and will, you know, pay attention and cherish the message and appreciate it and really understand how real this actually is.
God.
Everyone else is out of the loop, out of the picture now. You don't even get an opinion with me. I could care less what you say. I could care less what y'all do. I don't care about, you know, the devil and his little agents. Y'all have no voice.
Then why are you going on and on and on about us? Answer me that question. You know, I like it when I get extra super hot because it scares him. Oh, yeah, maybe you should be. Maybe you should be.
God is in charge. I told you this whole time, God is in control. There's nothing you can do now. You got to just sit there and watch me win. I told you. You understand? So that's my whole thing. I know they mad.
Oh, yeah.
I know they mad. I know y'all in your feelings.
Well, I'm mad and in my feelings. I know this is not a feeling that's necessarily shared by everybody here, but I hate your fucking guts. I'll repeat it right here, right now. You threaten to kill me. You threaten to kill my wife. You threaten to kill my family. You did a 5-hour stream on it. I wish to God I'd had saved it. I'm never going away. I might back off for a little bit because you're so fucking repetitive. It tends to drive me out of my goddamn mind. I'm here for revenge. Oh, yeah, I'm here for revenge. And you know how I know this is revenge? You know these mental illnesses that you have? Most of them have one thing in common. You cannot stand criticism, let alone getting your ass fucking chewed flat out. It's just as bad as hitting you in the back of the head with a ball bat, except it won't result in the consequences that particular action does. I am here. I hate your goddamn guts, and I'm never going away. I only wish to live long enough to hear of your death.
And that's the thing, you know, when them cars are doing what they doing, like they was doing today and all that nonsense. Yeah. And it's like, you don't even take yourself seriously, brother. You don't even take yourself seriously because, you know, people who take themselves seriously, they have a conversation. People who take themselves seriously aren't laughing when there's nothing funny. What are you talking about?
I'm telling you that, guy. I'm kind of pumped up tonight.
But there's nothing happening. I'm just here winning. What are you talking? Like, I don't know why you think that's an answer for everything, but okay. I'm going to tell you who's really laughing right now. Me. For real. Like, what?
There is no reason for you to laugh. There is currently nothing in your life that is even remotely funny. You are in such dire straits, and I'm not talking about an oldies band here. You are in actual dire straits. It's time that you recognize it and go put yourself in a hospital. It's your only choice at this point is to self-admit.
I mean, like I said, I've explained it, bro. I mean, if that's what folks are on, no problem. I mean, I don't think like you. Okay, that is literally the meaning of a quiet desperation, and my entire philosophy is the opposite. Tyler Durden philosophy. I don't have a quiet desperation. That's why I'm not laughing when there's nothing going on and nothing funny. Right?
But when you do laugh, nothing's funny. Like when you try to burn somebody, it's not funny. It bombs every fucking time, yet you persist.
Yeah, like I said, it shows a quiet desperation. And again, like Alfred said, he said, you
Is the English way.
got these folks to the point of what? Desperation. So that's why them folks is doing that, because the truth is they can't handle my success, my energy, my light, my charisma. And it's the demon within them that's bothered. That's why they want to treat me act that way or talk that way or speak that way or anything, because the demons within them can't handle it. So the truth is that my spirit and my light and God, I shine so bright that it's literally breaking them down. Do you understand?
No, I don't understand it. It's not true. I just chilling. Yeah, his laughing is funny. He has two laughs that I especially enjoy. The Mickey Mouse laugh and the Elmer Fudd laugh. He does both of them quite a bit, and it's downright rib-tickling because neither one of those laughs sounds like anything that anyone would refer to as macho 13 minutes after the hour.
That's why they're doing all that laughing and stuff. Like I said, I exercise demons just by being around. That's how powerful my energy is.
God.
So, like I said, I mean, folks see what it is. They see it's real. They can never dismiss
You may have a new catchphrase there, Ledge.
it. Again, they can never say, oh, he's just a regular dude, or I'm like the rest of these little dudes out here and little homies. I'm on a whole different league. I'm a whole different breed. I'm a whole different level, homie. None of you come close to me. That's why I prove it every day in front of you. I'm superhuman, bro. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. Like, God did all this for me. I mean, how good is God? How amazing is God? I mean, God has been nothing but good to us. We truly have everything to be thankful for.
And according to Blue, he's expanded his laugh repertoire to include SpongeBob and Goldmember laughs.
So grateful to God, it's unreal. I understand why people are excited about God that truly are, because he's just absolutely amazing. Truly. I don't know what's going on with this.
You don't know what's going on with any fucking thing. That's a big part of your problem. I got to read it for the listeners from Negasonic. Every day in the bathroom stall, he gets on his knees and exercises the trucker's semen demon.
What is this now? Hold on.
Who's this now? Hold on.
There we go.
Must be in a bathroom very, very late at night.
It wasn't playing it where I could hear it for a minute.
Oh.
And that's what I'm saying, that's the devil right there. That's what they do. And like I said, he works through corporate America. He works through these corporations. He works through the phones, that's for sure. He works through all of it. And like I said,
okay, all right, okay, hang on. If he's working through the phones, what are you streaming on? If the devil's working through the phones, you should throw your phone the fuck out. That way you'd be consistent with what you're saying, you stupid fuck you.
It's the devil. It's just that simple, and all them folks are agents of Satan and agents of the devil. And you're lost. So I'm super happy, super excited. It's time to celebrate. And we're just going to wait. We're going to wait.
Oh, yeah.
God, like I have this entire time. No.
Yeah. The Muttley laugh from Laugh Olympics. Yes, indeed. I used to work with a guy named Jack God rest his soul. He's the greatest straight man I've ever known. And he had the Muttley laugh down to the point where he could have stood in for a couple of episodes. It was great.
No problem. We're going to wait on God. And, when I get that money, I mean, boy, I can't wait, man. I'm excited, bro. I'm
gonna wind up looking like the Spoon Lady.
I really want to start traveling immediately. I'll just hop on a Greyhound. I'm gonna probably come through San Marcos, Austin. I probably won't even stop in McAllen. I want to get the hell out of here.
All right.
Go to San Marcos, San Antonio, then Austin. I might even go to like Lubbock and Fort Worth and go check out my old family history. And I want to go see the stockyards for sure. Maybe
he is still not queued up, but he's at the part in this video, I know because I heard it in the gym today, where he's going to start just free associating fantasy bullshit. He really, really just floats away here.
I'm not really going to waste my time in Dallas too much. I may go play at an open gym or something like that. I don't even know about that though. Mostly I really want to like get away from folks, but I'll have some involvement.
You want to get away from folks, but yet here you are antagonizing us. You know what you do when you want to get away from people? You get on social media. Try that. That's the whole reason that I'm even fucking here, is to run you off social media.
But, when I travel and everything I do, it's going to be a vacation that I...
Yeah, she seems to be a nice lady and she's actually talented, but it's just the whole skull face thing.
Deserve finally. And God had told me that. He said, you're going to be on vacation while they're all in prison. He's told me all this ahead of time. Isn't that amazing? So it's like, yeah, it's going to be a vacation, but it's going to be a vacation with a purpose too, because I'm going to be Batman. I'm going straight to work. Everything will consist of Batman. Everything will be about me being Batman, because that's my life. And it's amazing. It's amazing, and it literally can't get any better. You know what I mean?
It can only get worse. It's never going to get any better. You have changed so much in the 7 years that I've been covering you. This is by far the lowest you've ever been. Perhaps ever. Certainly in my 7 years. So everything you're saying is fucking bullshit. You're trying to pump yourself up so that you don't jump off the nearest bridge.
And 100%,
that was a joke, algorithm. Come the fuck on already.
I said my two main beacon points, in fact, where I'm going to be operating fully and working, I've already decided, is probably going to be New Orleans.
Is that something that I missed there, Mr. Metal Skull? It could be. I've been taking some breaks from him. Please tell me it's true, and please tell me the story.
And New York. Good. Thank you so much. I can't wait, man. I love New Orleans, bro. You have no idea, bro. I went to New Orleans just briefly passing through, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever.
You know why he passed through New Orleans temporarily? It's because he was going to Green Bay, and he went to the bus terminal where he proceeded to get on the wrong fucking bus. He went to New Orleans because he got on the wrong fucking bus. And Jenny had to pay for another ticket to get his dead ass to Green Bay.
I was genuinely so excited on that trip going up to Green Bay. It is truly sad, man, how...
Oh, you disappoint me. You disappoint me, Mr. Metal Skull.
People at. It truly is. I was so happy just to get out and go up there. And, I had a lot going on at the time. And
yeah, pure deterioration. And from Ledgeview Rich, is there any chance you will take some more bows? That's what this one is going to be all about from here on out. That, and again, just fantasy running wild.
It was an amazing experience for me. And, I still made an amazing experience. That's the thing. Evil folks can't ever, make me feel no way, man.
Evil folks can't make you feel no way, man. Wow. And yes, he can fuck anything up. How long did it take him to fuck up that brand new bike? What was it, 4 days or something?
I'm going to enjoy everything and have fun, whether you're around me and whether you miserable or not. That's what folks don't understand. I'm the real Bruce Wayne. I had so much fun at
I'll read this for the listeners because some of you may be newer. Also, he was in NOLA for 5 minutes before we found him at the ice cream shop. Damn the luck.
that time. I don't know what is up with that individual. I don't know why.
And now, please bow and raise your eyes to the heavens as we are in the presence of the one, the only real Tyree Sneed, the man who this is really all about him, you know.
They, had to do what they did. I don't
Not the dumb shit part.
understand why people, self-sabotage constantly. But man, I was so excited about that whole thing. I was
You need to get this unit back in the shop, guy.
happy, like truly, I'm just being honest, speaking from the heart. I was happy. I enjoyed that barbecue. I was so excited just to be there, and that's the thing. Like, you folks waste your time with blessings. And I know they're just filled with regret. I know that regret is permanent. Like I told you, we told you make better decisions. We told you to think, you know what I mean? I mean, like I said, I loved it. I liked it up there. I thought Green Bay was cool. Had I been treated right and appreciated and respected, I would have been just fine right there.
Why, I forgot all about this, Chiron. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in this show, smoke 'em if you got 'em, please.
You know what I mean? Had I been able to just be free and be happy and do my thing without knowing what's going on around me and feeling, because my spirit can feel when enemies around. You get what I'm saying?
No,
I had to get out of there.
No, absolutely not. Tyree was at Dot's Diner in Jefferson Parish in New Orleans, and I'm assuming you were the guy on that particular job.
You know what I mean? And God took me out of there and moved me somewhere else because he was, removing enemies from around me and getting, removing enemies away from me and out of my life. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I mean, I thought it was pretty cool up there.
Yeah, that was one of the dumbest things that he ever did, tearing the wires out of the bat cycle, and he thought it was the most Batman thing ever because sparks went everywhere. Never mind that he ruined it forever, but sparks went everywhere. He's a badass.
And I'm inclined to go back, but this is the coolest part, and wait for this one. And I know the area. I understand Green Bay, and I plan to go back now. 100%. Yeah. See, right now they're like shuddering, they're shaking, they're like, that's our worst nightmare. Like, what did he just say?
I made the point earlier when I was reading the AI review of this. You were driven to the edge of town, put on a bus, and told to never return. That's a fact.
Yeah, I'm gonna 100% when I get my money at some point. Not my first thing I want to do, but I definitely want to go work in Green Bay. I mean, there's so much corruption in Green Bay, and I'm already acclimated and familiar with it. And there's also good people, I believe, that would want me to stand up to corruption. I 100% liked Green Bay. I enjoyed it. I loved it. I thought it was cool. I 100% want to go back to Green Bay, but
no, you don't. I've heard you talk so much fucking shit about Green Bay, and they're oh, it's great. I loved it. They don't want you. Okay, when the police take you to a Greyhound station, buy the ticket for you, put you on the bus themselves, and say, "Don't come back." They don't want you there. Hey, look, everybody, it's half-witted honky tonkies here right now, or half-wit honky tonk Ori, Hori, however you want to say it. Welcome.
This time when I go back to Green Bay, I'm coming back as Batman. You see my point?
No.
Ooh, goody. Ooh, goody. Let the games begin. It's going to be so fun. You know what I mean? And then instead of folks telling me, go to the shelter as if I need to, when like I've never been in that position, right? And that's all on you.
You've never been in that position. You like to brag about all of the shelters that you've been in because it gangsta, yo. God damn, you're annoying me tonight, and it makes for good content.
And I was your responsibility. You brought me up there, right? But my point is, I'll be able to help all them churches. I'll be able to help all the homeless. I'll be able to help, give people whatever they need because I'll have the money. Do you know how cool that would be to be Batman in Green Bay for a little minute? And Green Bay won't even be a big deal to me. It was somewhat a big deal just getting there. I mean, it wasn't that big of a deal, but I'm just saying for me, it was really cool because it's new, it's different. It was a big deal for me. The whole experience was a big deal for me. See, folks could just have calmed down and been themselves and been happy.
It's not possible around you, and it never has been. Please welcome baby gangsta Dick to the show.
You know what I mean? So, like I said, 100% I'm going back to Green Bay. Yes, but I'm coming back as Batman. I mean, do you know how cool that would be to have a Batmobile and be out there when all that ice is out there and it's
Here he
cold as hell and
goes.
just rolling around when like everyone, they don't even go outside over there. When it's winter and it's cold, them folks don't even come outside. I handle the cold better than them. I'll be rolling around in the Batmobile. I don't care.
They are far more acclimated to their fucked up weather than you are. You are in a position where you need to be somewhere where the weather suits your clothes. Indeed, it's not just a line in an old Nilsson song anymore. It's your reality.
Like real talk, and have everything I need. I can go get me a nice spot out there that's temporary to stay at and stuff, and have like my own little like back cave going on.
And yes, officer, he doesn't help himself. It's not that he doesn't even help himself. He refuses to.
Like, do you have any clue what's coming? Like, bro, what's coming next? This is God's plan. It's going to be amazing. And I'll be out there actually working because
Indeed, if he goes back to Green Bay, that guy says, everyone, buy your tickets now for Hobos on Ice.
Stand up to corruption. I can study everything, everyone. I can figure out who's who. I can figure out what's going on every block. I can pay attention to everything that's going on. Yeah, and there's nothing they can do about it. Nothing. I have full jurisdiction and all the money, and there's no way to stop me. So
you have all the money? Go get a Big Mac meal deal. Oh, wait, you can't because you don't have money.
When, if folks try to play their games like y'all always do, I'm going to have too much money. And, I got God with me like always.
Of course, Blue, he will always be the world's most diabolical.
Too much power, just like before. I didn't even have money, and you still couldn't stop me. And then now I'm going to have money, and I got God with me. I mean, I can't be stopped, bro. My point is they can't create no roadblocks well, first of all, because I got God with me, but they can't create roadblocks anymore because I'm going to have too much money. And I know how to use money as power because God taught me that. Discernment, folks. You know what I mean? You understand? Get smart. That's what it's about. Intelligence. Knowledge is power. So I'm just telling you the truth. Like, I'm going to have full leeway, bro. Full leeway to do whatever I want to do. No jurisdiction. No nothing. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. Like, I could go Green Bay, stay there for a little while, or I could travel and go in between different, cities and states. So I could be in Green Bay one night and I can go drive back to New York the next day if I want. Do you all understand I'm going to have a Batmobile? Like, for real? Like a real legit one? Beyond what I've ever had already? Because I've already had a Batmobile. I'm going to have it all. I'm going to have a Bat Pod. I'm going to have a tumbler. I'm going to have some tanks. I'm going to have some Maseratis. I'm going to have some Lamborghinis. I'm about to have it all, homie.
He's going to have some tanks. He's going to have some tanks. You heard that right. He's going to have some Lamborghinis too. Yeah, sure you are. What the fuck? Tanks. God, Jesus, God.
What? And you know why I'm so confident about it? I know it because there's no doubt in my mind because I know who I am and I know me and I know what God does for me and every time and has always done for me. And I also know I made and spent millions every year. I had bank accounts with over 300,000. I sold 50-acre properties for over 100,000. It should have been way more than that. I mean, I'm a boss, bro. I made millions every year consecutively. I know that my future is going to be bright because God loves me. You understand? So that's the thing. And like, I know everything going on up there. So when I go back there, do you think that you're going to be able to tell me anything? You can't. I mean, what? You're going to focus on small things? It's like who cares?
You think you're going to be able to tell me anything? That's the biggest part of your fucking problem. It's a point that I've made many, many times before, but God damn it, here I go again, huh?
Bro, like, do you think I'm not going to, try to go to them places? I want to go to the arcade again. I want to go to the arcade in Dave & Buster's. There's no reason I shouldn't be able to, right? So that's what I'm saying. You're going to always have folks who jelly of you.
Dream big, everybody. The arcade at Dave & Buster's. He aims high. That's sarcasm, but I really didn't need to tell you that, did I?
Right. Well, I mean, if you was jelly before, you definitely going to feel, super jelly now and envious, aren't you? Huh? That's the thing. If folks want to be petty, let them. Who cares? It's not like I'm going to have money up there. You know what I mean? If anybody says anything to me or any weird stuff, when I was literally the best employee there and did everything and built all those restaurants and did all the work while they did nothing, and all they did was talk behind my back and everything they did was wrong, illegal, and evil, then, let them do what they do. I don't care, because I'm going to have money and I can go
wrong and illegal and evil. What? Like what?
anywhere else I want. Anywhere. I have every right and reason to be there, homie. Seriously. Yeah, I'll go in there and get me a drink or whatever. I just don't trust folks. You know what I mean? Like, I'd be there for the games more so. You know what I mean? Like, just come on, bro. This is the thing these folks don't get on here. They always focused and worried about the wrong things. You think folks is even going to understand or know, like, what are you talking about? Like, if I go in and I play some games, you think anybody's going to care or pay attention? No. And it's been years, bro. And like I said,
no doubt, Metal Skull,
I have every reason to be there. I'm just saying that I know them folks is jelly. So that's what jelly folks be on. Y'all be on the same thing every time. And all y'all talk to each other. That's the thing. They keep trying to act like I'm someone I'm not. I'm a good person. I have a right to be everywhere. Matter of fact, I have more of a right to be here and do anywhere I'm at and operate and do what I want to do and have fun way more than anybody. What do you mean? Yeah, I'll go back to all them restaurants. I'll go eat. What are you talking about? See, that's the thing. I just don't trust folks.
Well, that's a good thing, because if you're going back to restaurants that you used to work at in Green Bay where you were universally reviled, I wouldn't trust the food coming out of that kitchen either. Even if any of the old employees aren't there anymore, they would just instinctively hate your guts.
I mean, like, that's the thing. Like, a lot of them restaurants, I wouldn't want to go eat there. I'm talking about I'll go to new ones.
This one is from RTS. I can't wait to travel across country to a Panera Bread to play the Pac-Man machine and drink a soda.
You understand what I'm saying? Because, I mean, it's just common sense with everything I've been through.
Oh, I read that.
That's the part that
I read that for the listeners, obviously.
Folks don't get with me. I got to really pay attention to what's happening around me. You don't, because you ain't me. Y'all don't represent a you-know-what. You ain't nobody. So for you ain't got to think about that, but I do. You know what I mean? Even if I got money. You know what I mean? I'll go to that Red Robin, man. That Red Robin was delicious. You know what I mean? I'll just go to different places and figure it out. I'll walk right in that Panera Bread and go eat there too. Real talk. Yeah, I can go anywhere up there. I don't know.
He's so manly, he's going to walk right into a Panera Bread that he used to work at, I'm assuming here, and eat, yet he doesn't have the testicular fortitude to go get his fucking wallet.
What y'all, I already know what y'all on. I can go anywhere, bro. You know what I mean? Like I said, but I want to go somewhere where I can see what's going on. You know what I mean? That's the thing. Like, everybody up there was shifty, untrustworthy, and you just proved that all of Green Bay is corrupt and super weak.
I have never heard of Cringe Lord 10,000. Yeah, I know.
It's pretty much anywhere you go is like that. That's the truth. I mean, I don't know about like that to that extent, though. But, because, I mean, Charlotte wasn't even like that. They weren't doing all this stuff in a lot of these other towns. They weren't, bro. They were not doing that. I think that's like a their thing. So it depends on the place, but that's the thing. I'm not going to focus on that. I'm going to get away from that, but they got good buffets over there and stuff. Point is, I want to go back to Green Bay at some point. I want to go to New York. I want to go to New Orleans for sure. I want to go check out everything in New Orleans, walk down all them streets, look at everything. I know I'm going to get infatuated with, the different, streets and everything going on out there, especially, with what I'm good at out there. And I mean, I can work on music. I can do anything I want. You know what I mean? So what's so funny is, remember y'all made up all this fake stuff, bro?
Nothing is fake with us. You kind of cornered the market on fake. Believe me when I tell you that. Read it for the listeners from Ledgeview. Note to self, I wonder if we can get him banned from Mirrors. Oh, the Mirrors would want him banned so badly. I mean, it's gotta hurt. I mean, it's just a piece of reflective glass, but it would have to experience physical pain when Tyree Sneed looks into one.
I may seriously go buy me a big mansion in New Orleans.
One of these days, he's going to be on a live stream and he's going to say, did that mirror just say ouch?
I'm going to have the money to do it, bro. Yeah. See, this is what they don't get, is like they literally do it to themselves every time and create it. Like, all that stuff you just made up, fake settlements, millions of dollars, God's going to give me that times 8 million, bro.
Well, Again,
Because
what is it with him and the number 8 million? I know you don't have the answer for it. I certainly don't. It's just fascinating and annoying at the same time.
that's how God does things, bro. You know what I mean? He's gonna show you what it is every single time, bro. Y'all are silly as hell, man. So that's what I'm saying. Like, oh, I'll really be able to do that. You know what I mean? And that's the thing, like them homes is built weird in New Orleans, bro. Like, I don't know, that one backyard I really am not feeling. Like them backyards where it's super small and like closed in. I can't do that, bro. I gotta have
Oh.
space. That one mansion, that one house looked beautiful though. That one really did look nice. You know what I mean? I'd get me something like that. I would buy something like that that's spacious. It had all the room. I mean, it was perfect, bro. You know what I mean? And then they had that one that was like super Batman looking. And that's the thing. Like, I'm sitting here thinking about it and I'm picturing it, right? And I'm like, think about the latest Batman and remember the mansion that he was in. The house that I was looking at over there, it looked just like it. It looked like that, like a castle almost. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you know, God is just amazing. God's plan is beautiful. That might be what happened. I might end up buying that exact house and mansion. It's a mansion, bro. And it's a sprawling mansion, a sprawling mansion. Literally, I may end up buying that place and buying that thing. And I mean, I'll just, you know, it'll be absolutely gorgeous, bro.
You are such a goddamn clown. It's out of you have a credit score of 0. You said as much yourself. You ain't buying shit. Again, you can't go into 7-Eleven and buy a pre-made sandwich. You're not buying a goddamn mansion.
You know what I mean? And it'll be where I build my even more of my legacy. You know, that's the thing. It's about character and personality. You know, she was talking about it. She said how, you know, everybody.
You have no character and no personality. Seems to me like you would be just get out of luck, as they used to say.
He's always quick to say, you know, look at my bank account, look at my watch list. I've never been like that. That's not what I'm doing. See, that's not what I'm on. I'm telling you reality because, like I said, there's always somebody talking. See, if folks would just let it be, I wouldn't even bring it up. But when you got folks that want to be jelly and act like this, I'm going to respond, and I'm programmed and built to respond naturally. That's why I'm good at radio.
You are not on radio. My God, that annoys me so much. You are not on radio. You know, everything that I do here is to mock that delusion. Yes, that's absolutely right. Being on radio is one of my failed dreams, okay? And I can make this sound a lot more like radio than you ever could. You have no talent for it whatsoever. Call to read some copy, then get back to me, comma, you retard.
But I don't care about none of that stuff. I don't care about material stuff. My point is, God said he wanted the world to see my character, to see where my heart was at, to see my heart. And that's what matters, is seeing who you are as a person. You understand the fact that even when I don't have, even when I'm poor as hell, even when I don't have anything, you see me helping people. You see me saving lives. You see me changing lives. You see me feeding cats. You see me making sure these animals are okay out here as much as I can. You see me wanting to help. And when I get money, I'm 100% going to be rescuing animals for sure.
Wow. Just plain wow. No, you're not rescuing animals because you need to rescue yourself first. I don't know. Maybe, geez, take a shower with some hot water. I'm sure that hose behind your mom's house has got to be a bitch.
I'm 100% going to be rescuing and saving animals, and I'm going to continue to save lives and help people and save people. And I don't know, I just said that God wanted, you know, people in the world to see that, you know what I mean? Like, that's true. That's a beautiful thing, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it doesn't matter to me how much money I have. I don't care about money at all. I just would like to have it now so that I can build my new life. So I can, you know, be able to build new things. I'm good with everything. I'm good with everything. I'm Gucci all across the board, man. You know what I mean? Now I'm straight because now I know what it is. See, God.
You're not only not straight, you're not Gucci across the board. Your desperation isn't quiet. Your desperation screams. Your desperation beats on garbage cans at 3 o'clock in the morning.
God gave me clarity.
You know, the old ones that were made out of tin and were really fucking loud when you hit them.
God showed me what it is. God helped me along the way to make sure that everything is perfect now. Now everything's good to go. It was impossible because you folks made it impossible because all y'all feel some way about my energy, my light, and my success. It's not just my success, it's my essence. It's my heart, it's my being, it's
Your
just who
essence.
I am as a person.
Your essence is of sulfur. That's your essence. Ode to sulfur. Oh, ode to sulfur, if you want to say it that way. You're evil.
It bothers you because you're all wicked and evil as hell. So, like I said, with the power of God, because the power of God is real, with the power of God, you can accomplish anything, right?
Wow.
So I just know it's going to happen because it's the depiction, and I just know because of God, not the depictions. I know because God told me. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, all them depictions depict that. It depicts me, Bruce Wayne, the real Bruce Wayne, with, you know, sprawling manor and sprawling mansion and just everything on top of what I already got. I'm going to have so much more that anything I have is going to be like nothing. It's not even going to matter. God is going to give me everything I lost back in tenfold. Watch, mark my words. He's going to give me everything, bro. And that's what I'm saying. It makes sense. And like I said, I'm going to be having my own little garage areas and work on my vehicles and build bat pods and work on tanks and all them projects that he works on, right? And
yes, indeed, Ledge. Gaw, indeed.
I might, you know, I'm going to definitely build companies. I don't know if I'm going to end up, you know, being the owner of a company. You know what I mean? And I'd like to probably make it, you know, Sneed Enterprises. You know what I mean? So we'll see, you know, or I'll run them separate. I got to see when I get to that point, but that's more than likely what it's going to be called is Sneed Enterprises. It was, I mean, you got to think if that was what it was called in a depiction, then yeah, it's going to.
I would call it Sneed Enterprises because you already have the logo, but it will remain an idea. I keep all my businesses ideas. You know what that means? None of them exist. That's what it means there, you little putty, you little clit boy, you. Yes, indeed, I said clit. You're not even the pussy, you're the clit.
Going to be me, Sneed Enterprises. That's going to be what it is.
Or better yet, you're the taint.
So
or the asshole. Let's just get that out there, huh?
It takes money, and I can basically build my own city. That's basically what Gotham was. It was like his own city, if you think about it. You know what I mean? So, you know, I don't know, man. It's a crazy thing, man. It's crazy, you know, like it's amazing that this is my life, you know, it's surreal every day. But yeah, like I said, I've worked hard as hell, man. It ain't about material, but you know,
it's surreal every day. He doesn't know how through the heart that was.
Like I said, I do have over seven bikes in inventory that money will fix too. Once I get the bread, I can fix all those up immediately because I can just send them to any bike shop and pay them and have them fix it.
4 days.
Sure they'll try to take their sweet time like they always do. And
4 fucking days it took him to ruin a brand new bike. It's his negative aura. Everything he touches, if it doesn't turn to shit, it falls apart. Or more accurately, the tires go flat, and he's too stupid and or lazy to put air in them. He probably doesn't even know how. And he's going to build Batmobiles and bat pods and giant pneumatic dildos that will pound him up his ass like nothing else before.
Waiting around, like get them fixed and I'll pick them up and that's it. I want to get the hell out. You know what I mean? I'm not even going to waste my time. Honestly, at first, I'm just going to get my money in jet. As soon as I get this bread and dough, I'm not even going to say anything.
Pneumatic dildos. It's just funny.
Anyone, I'm out. I'm leaving, and I'll be back whenever I feel because I can. How you feel about that? The bat cycle. I mean, I'll just have to look into and see if I can get anyone that can fix it. Once I have the money, I can just pay them to fix it.
Oh, here's a good one for the listeners relative to his bicycle situation from Nega. He heard the term "ride it till the wheels come off" and took it literally.
I know. I'm sure somebody can. Somebody can work on it. It doesn't matter who. And that's the thing. Like I can go up to, like I said, San Marcos, San Antonio, Austin. They got all these apps. They got people who got mini motorcycles and all sorts of builds in Austin. I mean, with money like that, bro, I can go to Austin and be the king. I'm talking about literally like immediately. be the king of Austin, just like I used to be. Like I'm talking about on a whole nother level where I can do whatever I want.
Uh-huh.
So like I could literally spend my time, buying this different, different mini motorcycles and trying.
And if you're back in Austin, you could also spend some time sleeping in front of that jewelry store.
Different things and, pulling up as Batman when I want and really going to work though. Like that's the thing. My whole thing is going to be about the Batman project. I'm going on my 3-year anniversary come March, April, May time. I had one woman tell me today to keep going. That was cool.
He's absolutely a lolcow, but I'll tell you, you know who's become a lolcow? David Lee Roth. If you haven't seen any David Lee Roth on YouTube, oh my God, you have to. But you have to think that bad music is funny, or in this case, bad singing. In fact, he's coming very close. He's going to play at a place very close to me, and the tickets are only $63 to start. I'm thinking about going to watch it because it will be hysterically fucking funny. Maybe I'll even troll him.
I appreciate that. Like it's good when I get positive feedback. You know what I mean? That part's cool. I'm definitely grateful and appreciative of that. Anyone that it actually means something to them, what I'm doing, that's pretty cool, but I don't really know people, I don't know who they are. I don't know people. So, that's why it's like, I don't know how to react or what to say. But my point is like, bro, this is going to be amazing. And I'm just saying the money, I'm going to be able to fix everything and do whatever I want. But as soon as I get the money, I'm taking off. I don't even think I would wait for nothing. I don't want to. I want to get the hell out of here. I want to go on a vacation.
Oh, he believes he is.
And go have fun. I'm trying to go like straight towards New York too. That's what I think I'm going to do too. Because I don't want to waste my time going out there like, where like Rob Rack is and all that nonsense. I think, I'm trying to think how I'd want to do it. Well, I don't know. Well,
you don't know. You don't know anything about any fucking thing. And everybody, again, hates your guts, literally. I am still keeping an eye on his channel, and he is not queued up. What I suspect is going to happen tonight, because I'm on a real roll here, he's going to wait until after I shut down. He's going to do that so that I can't just absolutely rip him to shreds while he's live. You watch.
Then again, I'm going to have to see. I'm going to have to think about it. I may have to do it the opposite way, is what I'm thinking. I don't know if that's a good idea because
you thought of it.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to want to stay in New York for a minute.
Wow.
I might just have to literally go like to the East Coast. Let's see, no, West Coast. Never.
Oh.
I think I'm going to have to go to the West Coast first to get that kind of out of my system. And I think that's what I'm going to, I think that would work well. I think I'll go to the West Coast for a vacation.
And if he is listening, he's probably in a corner in the fucking fetal position. He can't take this shit. That's why it's so much fun.
I ain't been out there in a long time too. So I am going to go out there. I think I'll go out to Cali, go out to the West Coast first, get that out of my system, go to San Diego, go to the beach, go to San Francisco, all these different little cities out there. I want to check out Los Angeles and Hollywood just a little bit. I want to see what's up so I can scan the area and figure out what it's like.
His mind is spinning like a gyroscope right now.
As far as the Batman thing, it's a possibility.
Or at that time, since this is pre-recorded.
But I'm probably going to be focusing on having a real wholesome vacation first.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not really going out there for that primarily, I don't think. I want to get away from it for a while and have a break before I get completely into it. You know what I mean? I want to have a vacation everywhere where I just do what I want to do, but we'll definitely do some stuff that will be, geared towards getting ready for the missions and stuff. I'm not going to get away from it, but I would like to kind of focus on having a real vacation.
A real vacation, huh? Vacations are earned. You haven't had a job since what, Green Bay? Oh, no, I'm sorry. The corner store. I'll bet that was the last one. Maybe you picked up a couple here and there. I know you got fired after a day with some landscaper because you were asking people to record you all day long, and your idea of a shovelful of dirt is nothing short of pathetic. Ladies and gentlemen, this portion of our show is brought to you by Chronic Losing, enriched right now with entitlement negative 43. Indeed.
You know, we may do some, like kind of test runs, like get some vehicles, get some, motorcycles and start like that with the actual suit on, like new suits, brand new suits, because all my suits are legit. I got 2 bat suits built to myself. So I think we'll do stuff like that, you know what I mean? But like I'll start very slow because I want to have my time to vacation. I'm trying to give it a break. I want to get away from. I deserve that, man. I just accomplished something that nobody's ever done in the history of time.
Be a bum. There have been billions of them. Vacation. Oh my God. I was one of those people that would pick up extra shifts for the money. I will admit myself, I was a hard worker. You're not.
Understand that nobody's ever done this? Nobody, not the feds, not the CIA, not the FBI, not any corrupt department or corrupt agency, because they're all corrupt. None of these people will ever be able to tell me that they have to respect me. I don't care. You have to. They
fuck you.
Can't ever tell me.
Boy, that was witty, wasn't it?
That they've ever witnessed anything like this, ever, and all the evidence is right there. What do you mean? Like I said, and most of them was in on it.
Shit.
Against me, and I still won by myself with God, bro. What I've accomplished.
Oh, hell, let me get caught up with the comments here. I've been backstage for about 5 minutes managing some things, and good Lord in heaven, it all got away from me. So let's get everybody caught up here. I think we've already, okay, Tyrese Nita's a little cow. I had that one. Let's see, it's okay. We have both, okay, here we are. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome our goddess? It's El Frost Vivo. I call her sis. Good evening, dear.
Years of epic proportions, bro. So my point is, I want to go to Cali and have a real vacation. So I think that's what I do. And then I'm trying to think how I'd want to come back, though. I think.
What's the score?
I would want to do that. I want to see California, man, especially like early before, because I don't know what's going to happen. Like, because Cali's right there near the ocean and there's all that stuff going on. I think I want to do that. I think I'd go out to Cali and have me a vacation in Cali primarily. And then maybe I could check out Seattle too, like where
yes. You listeners, you're going to like this one. It's from that guy. I really want to see him try to, 1, ride a motorcycle on the sidewalk, and 2, try to stop it with his feet. Yeah, he's not going to trust the brakes. And besides, he doesn't know how to shift a motorcycle, which is okay because I barely do. I haven't been on a motorcycle in almost 30 years, and that ride didn't last very long because I spent my childhood really fucking myself up on bicycles. I mean, getting hurt bad. So the idea of putting an engine between my legs, it didn't appeal to me.
I gotta go holler at Red Pill. Sarah.
We are in overtime. Bills and Broncos are tied at 30 apiece, and the excitement is building.
Yeah, we'll come through Seattle too. That I'm not joking. I mean, we'll go to Seattle. I'm not going to pay no attention to folks like that. But I mean, being realistic, I would just go on a vacation and stay somewhere that he could never afford.
Oh, God, no. I don't understand and still don't understand, especially when that vest was newer, why it would fly in Brownsville, Texas. I know that Texas is all about guns, but you have a guy riding around on a camping scooter wearing a Batman mask and what appears to be a bulletproof vest. If I'm a cop, I'm thinking, I wonder if that guy's armed. Maybe I need to check and see if that guy's armed. Maybe I need to check and see if he's armed every fucking time I see this idiot.
Probably do some radio shows and laugh and have fun about it. I mean, they're gonna be so mad. You have no idea, man.
And the Broncos are 4th and 11. They punt, and the Bills will start at the 8-yard line. I'm assuming that you're rooting for the Bills.
But that's what I do. I'd probably go up there, and then I'd probably just come back down, back through, and then I'd probably go to New Orleans, check out New Orleans thoroughly for.
Oh, I know you are that guy. I know you are.
For a good minute. It's very expensive there, so I'm gonna have to see what I want to do, and that'll give me my test run to kind of feel out the city and see what it's like, and maybe we can try the Batman thing, and I'll go look at all the hoods and ghettos and make some connections.
Yeah, when it comes to the Jets and the Giants, yeah, well, I don't know.
And some real friends, because I'll just pull right up and they'll talk to me. I'm different. I'm from the hood. You know what I mean? The original actual hood before they cleaned them all up and renovated them all, you know, and made them like these suburban projects. Make sure you understand it. Oh yeah, I'll go to Holly Grove and all that. Believe me.
Oh no!
So, you know, my deal is
look out, Holly Grove. You've got a toothless big vampire coming your way that believes he's Batman, and he walks a lot.
I'll be able to meet a lot of people, make some connections out there where I can, you know, figure out what New Orleans is all about real quick, and then keep it moving. I'll go through Mississippi because I love Mississippi, Biloxi. I got to go to all that.
Yeah, I understand that things are really super sad there right now.
Go to Mississippi, and then I think that's what I want to do. Go through that whole East Coast part. I'll go up to Cali, up to Seattle, probably turn back around, come all the way back through, right? Go to New Orleans.
Yeah.
Then I want to go through, you know, Georgia, Mississippi, Georgia. Obviously, I'll come through Atlanta and stop in Atlanta and figure out what I want to do there and have some fun. And then I'll come down through Florida. Then I'm probably going to look all through Florida, and I have a vacation in Florida. Then I'd like to
fuck you and fuck your fucking vacations. Fuck you and fuck your fucking vacations. You need to get a job and work 2 shifts, but you're unemployable. You don't play nice with others, let alone work nice with others. You'll never be able to get even a decent job. There isn't a warehouse anywhere that would dare put you on a forklift. And they would think 3 times about putting you at the end of a broom. You're unemployable because you're not sane. You're not of your own mind. My fucking God.
Come straight up. And I'm just going to go through that whole coast until I get to New York.
So true, so true that.
And when I get to New York, I think that's the part where I might really stop for a minute and got to pay attention.
You're not going to New York ever. From El Frost Vivo, first down, Bills on their own 22 or 23-yard line. We're waiting on the spotter.
Because I need to see what it's like in New York. Because in the depiction, it doesn't look like New Orleans to me. It looks like New York. Some of the depictions look like New Orleans. Some of them look like New York. I always thought New York was Gotham.
Okay, we got the word from the spotter. It's on the 25-yard line.
Gotham City. So I don't know. It's just that's how it's always been on my mind. So I figured God put it on my mind like that. I mean, New Orleans is new to me. I don't know what that's like. I have no idea. I'm sure I could do it there.
He absolutely does. And he's worked in fast food several times, but he can't take orders. He thinks he's smarter than everybody else. He has the worst case of NPD that you may ever see. Yeah, he's unemployable. He could get a job there and do halfway decent, but he wouldn't make it 3 days.
It might be where I do it, but I just think New York has been calling my name for a long time. So once I get up there, that's where I would definitely pay attention, because I don't want to live there, but I want to stay there for a time, and I want to really do this Batman thing there.
Well, if you stay there for a time, you're fucking living there, aren't you? If you're there for a time, it insinuates more than 2 or 3 days. So at that point, yeah, you'd be living there, you stupid cocksucker. It is the top of the hour wherever you are in the world, unless, of course, you're in Newfoundland and Labrador, in which case it's 25 minutes after the hour, right here on Negative 43 TV. I'm Rich Baritone, and this is Saturday Madness.
But like completely serious, and that's where I'm going to really do the missions and stuff. I do think that I would stop there for a little first. I don't know. I'd probably just get right into it. You know, Tone Space is up there in New York. Yeah, and so is that other dude too that was on Groovy Jimmy's panel all the time.
Indeed, Ledgeview, it's got some Maui Wowie in it, but it's mostly Labrador.
I think he is. But my point is, yeah, New York is cool, so I'll probably do that. And I'm just saying, the first time I'd probably stop for a good minute, and then I don't know, I'd probably get in.
You know, Ledge, this is no lie. It's been 30 years since I've seen Up in Smoke, but up to that point, I had seen Up in Smoke about 35 times, thanks to my dad recording it.
To it, but then I would want to still take another vacation and go up there like Vermont, Maine, Boston. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I definitely want to come through Boston, so I think I'd go to Boston first and then come to New York. You know, maybe the other way around.
But Frank Burns was a talented surgeon.
Whatever is on the way first, but more than likely, you know, and then after I figure out all that, then I can worry about, you know, showing up in Green Bay whenever I want. And it's crazy because I used to envision and like dream about this and see this. Like it's crazy, bro. When I was up there, I used to have these visions of me being there in a Batmobile. I'm not joking. I swear on like this was a real thing. I don't know why. I knew I was Batman already.
First down, Buffalo at the 36-yard line. Tommy Chung is super cool. I don't know if I'd be able to talk in his presence, man. When I was in my teens, the biggest Cheech and Chong fan ever. I actually memorized Los Cochinos, I believe it is. I knew every track on that damn thing.
I guess, because I used to have these visions. Maybe they were visions.
And had both of their voices nailed, but that was 45, 50 years ago, and several hundreds of thousands of cigarettes, perhaps.
To the future, but me driving in the Batmobile, like in the snow, out there in Green Bay. Like I've already seen it. That's what folks don't get. I see the future a lot. I'm a sidekick. Like I'm the real thing. So like I see the future a lot. I'm a sidekick. The future a lot. Like I truly think it's going to get to that point that I'm going to be up there in a Batmobile as the real Batman. You know what I mean? And all that other stuff about fake rules and what you can't wear when you're driving.
But don't even ask me to recite the Man in Cheech at the drive-in. Forget it.
I'll look into all that, but I ain't gonna let nobody stop me from what I'm doing. It's just that simple. You know what I mean? I'll look into it and try to see what it is. I might talk to some of them and ask them like what they think or you know what their advice is. I mean, I don't really see what they can say. You know, I really don't. You know what I mean? But we'll figure that out.
Yeah, that little bit right there, that guy, that's genius. And it's still funny as hell.
When we get to that point. And I mean, I don't always have to be driving as Batman. It would be more like when I'm doing missions. And that's the thing, you know, when the missions are going to be very real. So yeah, you know, just being honest, you know, if it's a Batman mission, I don't think.
And then, of course, if you're talking about Cheech and Chong, you always have no stems, no seeds that you don't need. Acapulco Gold is badass weed.
I'm going to be really stopping to talk to anybody, you know. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to disappear in the night because I'm Batman.
Now, right there, he claimed to be Batman, and when he should have hit applause, he hit the laugh track. Once again, StreamYard is mocking him to his face by his own hand.
So that's the thing. I'm not joking either. Like, I'm being serious. Like, you know, I think that's why it's always depicted like that, because it's that real. Like, when I'm on the missions and I'm doing this Batman stuff, I'm not trying to stop for no one or talk to no one at all. I'm talking about, no, like, I'm not doing that. I'm going to literally be always on the gas and accelerating as fast as possible and trying to get where I'm going. And like, that's why the Batmobile has to literally be built right. It like has to be like souped up and everything. Yeah, it has to be, bro.
36 years old, everybody. 36 years old.
So yeah, no, I'm the real thing, and I'm going to do the real thing the real way. It doesn't matter how anyone in the world feels about it. But point is, yeah, that's what I do. I'd go up there for a little, and then I'd probably just come back, to New York or wherever I pick. I definitely would want to come back. I want to spend some time in New York, but I don't want to live there. So I want to try to help. I want to work there for a good minute, like maybe a while, like maybe like give it a year and see how much I love it and how I feel.
Again, if you're there for a year, you're living there. God, is there like a hole in your brain or something?
But at some point I just like to keep it moving. Like y'all don't get it. I want to have like a different part of my legacy and testament in every single one of these cities across America, basically. So I want to definitely come back to New Orleans, and New Orleans might be where I want to live.
Interception Denver.
You get what I'm saying? And then I have to deal with the fact, do I really want to do this Batman thing in New Orleans? Is it really even necessary? And I might really want to do it. It might work.
So is Denver in field goal range now?
Because I think they're going to want to work with me there. And anywhere I go, I think they're going to say, look, you're a powerful, strong dude. You got a lot of power. You've been doing this for a minute. You've done a lot by yourself. And like we want to actually work with you. Like,
you're right, that guy. Cold, thin air. Oh, that's going to go real well for him.
We want you to actually be a part of what we're doing. I truly think they're going to have to do that. Mm-hmm. I think that's just how it's going to go.
Why?
And I don't know. Other than that, I wish that I don't know. I'm not in control. God is in control, but whenever the money comes, I just wish that I can't wait to be in a position where I can help people more. With that stuff in Minneapolis, maybe that's why I haven't gotten the money yet, because God knows that, knowing me, I might rush in and try to go up there and help everybody.
And OC, that's one of the things that really makes this fascinating. I don't believe he's kidding himself either. I believe he actually believes all this bullshit. It's the only thing that really keeps him breathing at this point. I think he's so far gone in his delusion, he really does believe it.
Because I want to 100%, protect people who are here, period. I want to protect everybody, but I'll just have to see, man. I'll have to see what happens. I think he's going to give it to me in divine timing, and when my mind state is right, where, he knows I'm going to be responsible. So,
hey, listeners, this is from your leader, the real Tyree Sneed. It have to go the way I want it to go.
I don't know. I have to listen to what God says and where he calls me, but I'm pretty sure he knows that I earned a vacation. He wants me on vacation. He doesn't want me going straight into a whole bunch of crazy stuff. And that's not smart or the way to go about things anyway. It takes time, man. And I mean, it's just the truth, every problem, Batman can't be everywhere. It's just the truth, so I got to really pay attention to what's happening, and we got to get to that level, and not saying we can get to any level quickly. Batman can do anything. Don't ever doubt me.
Batman can do anything, but Batman can't go live right now because he knows he's going to get his fucking ass ripped. And if I don't do it, that guy or Sheriff Gonson will. You just wait.
Don't ever doubt me, and don't ever doubt God. I could do anything, but there's a way to approach things, and it takes time. That's the thing. Batman is smart. Batman assesses the situation before he goes in anywhere and involves himself in anything. I have to know what's going on. I have to study the situation. I got to know every move. Like, that's how I do things. I do things official, bro.
No, you don't. You just wander about and just fuck up. You just fuck up. That's all you do. Got another one for the listeners from El Cross Vivo. God is waiting for him to grow up to give him money. He thinks he's too immature for the cash. Good call, God.
You know what I mean? So we don't make mistakes. We you know what I mean? We don't do stuff just to do it. Like, we make sense. So
unattainable trust, but I like that.
I just can't wait, man. But that's going to be, I think, my travel plan as of now that I figured out, and we'll go from there. That way, then I can go look at Green Bay and all them other states up north anytime I want, because I'll be around there. And I can go anywhere. You know what I mean? I even want to go through the Midwest a little bit. I don't know if coming back I might want to do that, but we'll see.
And Sheriff Gonson is back safe and sound from his trip to Walmart. Did you ever go check out the 60 degree?
I mean, when I first start, I'm just going to go up to North Texas probably to start for a little bit and, get a feel for that. And, we'll see. I don't know, but, I'm not going to stay there very long. Probably I want to branch out to Cali. I want to see Cali early because
The odds are a lock, Ledge. The odds are an absolute lock. And that guy says, them's what we call bathroom acoustics. Tell us more about your big life there,
I
asshole.
want to go ahead and, do that right now, so I don't know. Like, once I get the money, we'll see what happens, but that's what I want to do. Come up through North Texas, look at San Marcos, San Antonio, and Austin, and then go to Cali. And like, I really want to focus on Cali too a little bit and see what's out there. You know what I mean? Might be some stuff I can do. I have no idea. You know what I mean? There's land out there for sale. There's a lot of different things, man. You know what I mean? Like, I could do what they were pretending to do. I could actually get like some land out there and like build a self-sustaining, thing where I can really live out there and do whatever I want and be like off grid almost completely. You know what I mean? Or literally completely off grid.
Do you know what off grid even means? You do not. Believe me, if it wasn't for that phone, you'd be off grid, wouldn't even begin to describe it.
Everything that the Woffers wanted to do.
He is so fucking jealous of the Whoppards, man. But look at what you're jealous of, dude. I mean, really sit down for a minute and look at what you're jealous of. Come now.
Real talk. I could get solar panels and solar power and all that out there like quick. If you got money, bro, you can buy all that stuff. I'd get all that set up. They'll do it for me. I can just pay them to set it up. They'll get it all built.
Oh, you betcha that guy.
I'd say I want whatever here or a camper or whatever, and I could just live out there. You know what I mean? And just make sure I'm good because I'm going to be by myself out there, or I'll probably have someone with me. I mean, I'm sure I'm going to meet some woman at some point. You know what I mean? But I want to meet the right woman. That's what they told me. They said, get around people who are equally yoked, meaning like people who believe in God, because that's the only type of people that are really going to love me correctly the right way. You know what I'm saying?
No one loves you. No one will ever love you. If any woman were to ever get with you again in the rest of your life, you better be wary because that fucking bitch is crazier than you are. 13 minutes after the hour.
So I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, I won. I mean, it is what it is, man. I won completely. You know what I mean? Like I told you, I always win, man. Real talk, I always win, man.
God.
So move on to the next chapter, bigger and better things. Like I said, I'm good. I'm outie. There's nothing left for me to really do right now. And like I said, I'm gonna just, relax and chill and have fun and enjoy my victory. I'm gonna be trying to celebrate. So if any of you want to help me celebrate, like I said, please donate. I'm gonna continue to work hard, of course, and do what I'm doing. I need funding, man. I need funds. You know what I mean?
Well, you're a fuck then, aren't you? Got one for the listeners from that guy, because I usually have one for you from that guy. People who are equally yoked, meaning their shit is cracked.
Well, we're waiting on all this to come together and everything. And I'm just waiting on God patiently. I need y'all's help in the public. Everybody can donate and show their support.
Yep, unsportsmanlike conduct, man. You've got to be able to hold your shit together when things start going wrong.
And, we'll go from there. Like I said, I mean, regardless.
Getting an aggressive penalty is one thing. Unsportsmanlike conduct in that situation, you're cut.
In the meanwhile, if I could get the finances together, I could try to make a move, on my own before then and at least try. I could try to go up to Austin, see how it is, give it a try. I just want to stay out the way, man. That's my thing, because I just know how the world is, and I know there's so much going on right now, and I just don't want to get caught up anywhere.
Yep, as the late Bear Bryant would say, they lost their poise, and that guy is asking a legitimate question. What's the flag for G-checking?
That's what folks got to understand. Like, I want to really stay away from everyone because I have everything to lose. I have everything going for me, and I just know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you have everything to lose, you don't spend your time around folks who have nothing to
lose. They can be missed. Is it windy out there? I'm assuming yes.
Lose or waste your time with folks who have nothing to lose, because 100% they will lose what you have for you. You see my point? And that's the thing. Like, y'all don't think like that. Y'all think very recklessly, and you don't care about repercussions or your actions or accountability or credibility or anything. Y'all
Oh, I'm sorry for you, sis. Football can be a very involving thing, can't it?
just run around acting silly, and then you wonder why y'all are in the predicament that you're in now.
Now, I know myself, I am actually going to watch the NCAA championship game on Monday because I grew up a Big Ten fan. I was still a Big Ten fan well into my adult years. The idea of Indiana football being number one in the country and playing for any sort of championship is just fucking mind blowing to me.
Wonder why a one man, Batman, I'm one man, just stood up to all of you and just literally defeated everyone. I single handedly, with God, but I single handedly, God and I single handedly.
Got one for the listeners. Unfortunately, Sis's team lost, but that guy is here with a little bit of balm. He says, "Don't worry, Frost. They didn't really win. They all Masons."
Have dismantled this entire evil group. Boy, it is crazy even being able to say that at this point, man. But yeah, like I said, man, it is what it is. Like I told you, I always win, man. So yeah, like I said, talk is cheap, man. When you're really a winner, you don't gotta repeat yourself. You just say things one time.
But yet you repeat yourself, so by your own definition, you're a fucking loser. Everybody here knows it, but that was a new one on me.
I don't gotta keep telling you I won because you know I won. But yeah, I am excited. I'm very proud of myself, and I just want to say thank you to everybody who's helped me along the way. Other than that, I'm just not worried about it. I'm not worried about folks and their feelings. Feelings aren't facts. I'm not here to, please anyone. I'm not trying to be a people pleaser anymore. I save lives and I help people, but there's a big difference between that and being a people pleaser. I'm not in the business of feelings or what people think. I'm in the business of what's conducive for me and what's going to be the best move for me in my future. And that's just how it is. If folks know how much I've actually come, overcame and been through and how far I've come in such a short amount of time, then you would understand why I'm like I am and why I think the way that I do. But seeing as how none of you are an immortal vampire like me and none of you could ever walk in my shoes, I guess you'll never know.
Again, everybody here knows this, but it's just, I don't even know how to describe it, that he feels he's an immortal vampire simply because he's missing his two front teeth. So you're telling me Alfred E. Newman was a vampire? Oh, okay, I suppose so. No, you're not a vampire. And if you were a vampire, there's a little conflict of interest going on there because anybody that has seen the original Dracula would walk out of that theater with the assumption that Dracula was of the devil, because he was.
But yeah, no, I put on the bat suit no matter what. I go to work no matter what. Not every day. The one thing
I have never heard of him being dropped on his head. I think his mom would. Oh God, he got it from his mom, and he got a good amount of it from his father too. Trying to tell me that John Beale Sneed was sane.
that I've learned in this is
He
not
wasn't.
every day is easy. Some days are super hard. Today was super hard. It was super difficult all around. I didn't have the bat suit on, but I'm still Batman. And it was just a hard day all around. It was a very hard day, and I'm still very tired and exhausted. So, like I said, I'm just going to chill, relax, and do me. And
Oh, that's what happened. I imagine his mom probably grabbed him by the ankles and gave him the old ferret treatment.
looking forward to building my new life, man. And that's what I'm going to do regardless. It doesn't matter how anyone feels about it. Nobody can stop nothing. And my life is beautiful, man. You know what I mean? My life's always been beautiful. You know what I mean? So, like I said, people are just jellying in their feelings because I shine. And I built everything in my life. I built all of this. I paid for everything cash. I built everything with my bare hands. I worked.
Please welcome, he's late, but please welcome Tyler Durden to the show. Says I looked on PVA and 305 Balboa has a different owner than Amanda Sneed. Most interesting.
Harder than anyone. And these folks know it, and they don't have anything to be proud of. So, they've never built anything, so they feel somewhere. Let them stay in their feelings, and we're going to keep on working hard and making our little money here. And like I said, there's going to be.
And Sis wants to know, Tyler, is it a Miller? I'll hang on long enough to get that answer.
New opportunities, new money, and everything. God is amazing, and God is going to make it happen. Trust me on that. I promise you. So, like I said, the folks that actually want to support me and be a part of this, holla at me, pay me some money, please. You have a Cash App, PayPal, and a Venmo. I want to see people support me, man. That's what I want to see. I would love to have a positive outlook about, the valley and things going on. But like
yeah. I want to see unicorns too, but that's not happening either.
I got to call it what it is, and I got to make sure that people know what it is and know that the truth has been spoken.
Okay, yes, it is in fact a Miller. Okay, everybody, are you ready for the bombshell? Are you ready for this? El Frost Vivo says it's already in his half-sister's name. Oh my goodness, can we get this in front of him? Is that his half-sister? Apparently, yes, that's his half-sister. That's that's wonderful. That alone made this whole thing worth it. I mean, it was worth it beforehand, but wow, that's great.
Okay. That's my thing. There's no confusion with me. So like I said, everybody's entitled to their opinion. I mean, as far as folks being in their feelings, that's fine. It has nothing to do with me.
Oh, is he really?
I don't care.
Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, everybody.
Never...
I am staying right here. We are going nowhere. He is live, and we will be catching live. Batman is approaching new beginnings. Here we go.
The entire time. It's been impossible. But with God, all things are possible. He told me the right advice. He told me, he said, it's all we can do.
Oh, so he knows RTS.
Do, man, is, pray to God and keep on moving, keep on believing, right? It's the truth. Yeah, folks don't get it, man, because, they're not in my shoes. All right, give me a minute.
Oh, boy, here is the big problem with Tyrese Need. Give me a minute. Hold on. It can make it very, very challenging, but fortunately, we weren't here at the very, very beginning. Let's see if there's anything at all. Yeah. We got about 3 minutes worth of shit right now. Oh, it's so wonderful.
All right. Yo,
Ledge.
What up?
Yeah.
How's everybody doing?
Better than you.
Man, that guy is cool, man. That dude is a good dude. Nice guy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Gave you a big tip for the anal, huh?
He told me the right thing, man. He said the truth. He said, I told him, I said, it ain't easy, going through all this.
Yeah, documentation of the whole bit. Wouldn't that be classic? Oh, yeah. Okay, he's live again. Here we go.
It ain't easy. Y'all have seen just a small part of what I go through. You haven't seen nothing. The public has no idea how much I've endured. Like how hard it is. Like, you think God doesn't know I'm tired? I'm tired, bro. I'm exhausted, man. I'm exhausted.
And don't forget to click that dislike.
Sore. La la la.
Well, not right this minute, but
La la. Exhausted, sore. I mean, just tired, And it's a lot to absorb, man. I'm sensitive to energies. It's a lot to absorb. It's a lot, man. And like I said, it's
sensitive to energies. You're sensitive to everything.
The whole thing is crazy to me because, like I said, you know, I don't know how to explain it. Like, the solutions have always been there. They're very simple solutions, right? But obviously, it's just always been the truth that
Yep, that's what we call a hot start. Touchdown Seahawks on the kickoff.
everybody knew that there was easy solutions and easy, fixes, but everybody was in on it. And that's what I knew the whole time. That's why I keep speaking up. Like, so nobody can say they know what it feels like being in my shoes, or they know what I've been through. No more of that. Because what I just went through is proven in front of you how unfair the world truly is, how unfair things actually are.
The world is in fact unfair. The thing my dad used to tell me years and years ago: the world owes you nothing but a swift kick in the ass, and I have found that to be true.
Me by myself, bro. You understand? All I got is God. You know what I mean? It's the truth. I don't have anybody. I just got God. You know what I mean? That's the way it's been for a long time. And what God promised me right now, and you can see these downloads I'm putting up. I got a new life started.
Again,
man. New life is
the things that God is offering him, and he's got a tarot reading to prove it.
About to begin. You know? And it talked about, actually told me, that's what it does. It tells me information.
I don't want to hold on. God damn you, I don't want to hold on. You have no talent for this. None. Oh, dear God.
But yeah.
Here we go.
Like, you can see who the good people are, man.
Mm-hmm. They're all here.
And that's always been my thing, like, I can, you get as far as the people you talk to for no reason. You can look at people and talk to people and speak to people, and you can see real quick where their heart is at. You can see what kind of person they are. I just don't think people could fathom what it took to build this. I don't think people can fathom. I think some people can, but not everybody, I think some people understand, and
I'm not one of them.
It's just hard, man. I'm human. It's been hard, bro. It takes.
You're human. I would almost challenge that.
A toll, man. And that just means I'm human. That's just what it is. Like I said, I'm the strong one. I'm the one who's endured everything.
Endured.
Couldn't nobody walk in my shoes.
He's endured everything.
That's all I'm saying. Couldn't nobody ever tell me, oh, I know what it's like. No, you don't. No, you don't. I don't care who you are. No, you don't. Everybody wants to say they tough and a gangster. No, you aren't. I am. You're not. You don't know what it's like. You don't. You don't know what it's like to have to stand on your own. Okay? Just you versus the world by yourself with nothing but God. I've been doing this my whole life, really.
Well, if you have nothing but God, that's kind of a roundabout way of saying you have nothing.
And what it said, what God promised me, is that he's going to show me through this promise and through everything he's given me. It says, God will deliver us from evil. That's what he's going to do for me. I just know. I mean, do you know how many readings and downloads are coming out right now saying what's coming? It's crazy. There's not a negative or bad thing in any of them. It's all positive, but I think God just knows.
Yeah, I guess a reading's positive. I mean, if, reading like you're about to be sodomized by a moose.
Knows that it's hard right now. I'm going through it, It's a lot to take in. That's why, like I said, this has been so unfair and so one-sided and so wrong. It is unbelievable. It is just wrong all across the board, And then the fact that I can't even really speak up and really say how I feel and what I really want to say and what's really on my mind, because it's a lot. You feel me? So it is what it is. You know what I mean? So,
and here we are, 2 hours and 29 minutes into the stream on Saturday Madness. It's just like old times, isn't it?
you know, we're going to keep moving.
Okay, now. Come on, O'Ferry. Hold on. Wow. You really have no talent for this whatsoever. He's been on the air 9 minutes. Okay, go ahead. But
like I said, you know, I've done everything I can to try to bring unity.
Oh, there he is.
Out here. I've been the light in the darkness every single time. Like I said, like, I don't know if folks understand, bro.
No, they don't.
Like I said, it's just, it would be hard for you to understand, man. It would be hard for you to understand, man.
You bet.
Don't think because I look good and I make it look easy that it's easy. It's not easy, bro. It's not easy at all. I'm ready for a change, man. I can't wait. Can't wait.
That would be a good place for him, officer. After all, he is kind of a walking mushroom. What the fungal infections and everything.
Well, yeah, it said I'm going to start some different exercises. There's a name for them.
But I don't know.
It has to do with like yoga and meditation. And they've been brought up to me before through my research
yoga
that God
poses.
kind of brings to me.
Here he is thinking yoga poses are easy. Some of them are. Many of them aren't. Oh boy, many of them aren't.
I don't really be asking for much of nothing. I want to get back to doing research. I love doing research. I need a laptop. But
you ran away from your laptop, and I don't know. He used that in the video that we watched earlier, so we can keep our fingers crossed.
You know, I just want people to understand I'm a human being, bro. You know, I'm not perfect. Never was trying to be perfect. I make mistakes, but I haven't made no mistakes. I'm a human being and I'm seeing what's going on. And everything I've done is just and righteous.
It's a camera, Dutchie. Hasn't anybody told you?
It's everything I've said, every action, like I'm reacting and responding to my environment around me. And it's perfectly normal. So, you know,
dude, you react and respond to light and water.
That's all. Like, you know, these people have done everything they can. You know what I mean? Everything they possibly can think of. They tried.
Yeah, if you're referring to the downward dog pose, that's perfect. Come and get it, boys.
And done. And like I said, it was everyone versus little old me, just me and God.
That's right, Blue.
And I won. So rap, I won. You know what I mean? So, you know, everything has to continue. Show must go on. Really, I'm looking to try to go harder. I'm just going through it, even physically. It's just been hard, man. You know, y'all don't understand spiritual, you know what? You don't get how real it is. You know, that's part of the whole point.
He's walking in place, or the moon could be following him. That's always possible.
Like when I put on that bat suit, that's not fake. That's real.
It's
that's
completely
a spiritual
fake
thing, you know, and it's because of what I'm coming up against. You know, it said it today and that.
And can you imagine what Al, the AI guy, is going to have to say about this one? And kids, right there it is for you. You can't miss it. I'm going to leave that up there for a couple of seconds so you can get your screenshots in there, get your screen caps in there, because it's worth it. Going away in 3, 2, 1.
Download and reading, it said what it is. I don't got to spell it out, man. I put it up for a little. Y'all saw it. You know what it is? You know what I am? I told you I'm like Van Helsing, bro. I'm like Wesley, you know who, in that vampire movie. I'm the real thing, brother. Yep. So, trust me, they all know what it is. So, yeah, I mean, it's not easy. You know, that's what people got to understand. It's not even close to easy. Okay? But I did it. I did it, and I keep on pushing, and I keep being stronger than anyone. I mean,
got one for the listeners from Blue. He says simply, Van Helsing.
I'm just telling you the truth. There's no one who can walk in
I got to get something to drink. Boy, have I been running my mouth.
my shoes because you don't understand what I actually go through. You have no clue. You couldn't fathom how hard I have it. You couldn't fathom what I've overcome. You couldn't. Most folks, you'd be like, what? You wouldn't even believe me. If I told you the truth straight up, which I basically have on here numerous times. But like I said, I mean, that's the thing. I'm in a position I can't even really say the full story on here for what it really is. If you knew the truth, I'd be like, that's not even possible. Exactly. None of this is possible. It's possible because of God. It's possible with God. Got blessed again today. You know what I mean? Didn't even ask, nothing. I get blessed. God continues to bless me. You know, God is so real, and that's what God promised me and told me, you know, through these downloads and readings. He said it's all coming. He said, God literally said, I told you so, like that I'm not going to have to feel like I'm all alone and lonely. And
I just had a knock at my door. I'm going to assume that I'm being too loud at this juncture. It's an old folks' home. People go to sleep early. But no, I did not answer the door knock because I kind of know what it's about. I'll stop screaming now. God damn it.
Going through everything by myself like I have this entire time. That's why the whole time I'm asking for help, you know, and just wanted me a partner or girlfriend, someone to help me along the way.
Uh-huh.
He's going to send me that too, but the right person, you know, what I believe. But
look to your right. That's the right person that God's going to send you. What? It's just air?
I don't know what else to say. Like I said, I just feel it. Like I just know I believe in God's promise and what he told me, what he keeps telling me every day. I just know that no matter what, no matter how dark it gets,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? No matter how much the devil tries, God is going to exalt me in front of my enemies. You understand? He's going to continue to raise me up. And that's the thing, you know, these folks, you look at the world and you see this fake world that doesn't exist. And I'm walking spiritually. I'm transcending space and time. So I could be struggling. I could be in a jail or a prison somewhere and I'm still way ahead of you. That's what you don't get because I'm living real life. I'm living the real journey.
Oh, Jesus.
That takes courage. That's a brave heart. That's why I'm a gangster and why you're not. You understand? That's the difference. And people feel it because they know it's real, because they know what I'm kicking is real. You can't fake this. There's no way to fake this. There's no school for this. You got to learn as you go.
Uh-huh.
You understand? Come on, man.
But yet you learn nothing. It's amazing.
These people have made up every lie in the book. They've done everything they possibly can. All these folks out here was in on it. All of them. And they all accepted bribes, allegedly, but we all know. They've all accepted money, right? They've done everything they can. Your boy can't be stopped because I'm the son of God. You understand? Do it right in front of them. And we fully operational. We operate above the feds. Woo!
Oh, damn shit. Oh, none of you were wearing headphones. That was wow, that was a shocking development for my eardrums, that is.
Love it, baby. How you like that? Yeah, I love it. Yeah. And they scared too. They shook. You can see it. Yeah. They feel some way. Oh, you about my freedom? Yeah, good. Yeah, we celebrating. That's what I'm gonna do.
For what
Like,
reason?
What? Yeah, all of them, they feel some way about seeing that the human spirit is alive and still exists. We're gonna keep on showing them every day, nonstop. We're gonna keep on doing what we do. We'll keep on living, always living my beautiful life that they all in their feelings about. How you like that? Yeah, that is what's wrong with the world. Got too many of these narcissists and narcs, right? And how they feel, right? I'm about humanity, brother. I'm about defending and protecting humanity. Nothing else.
You're about getting for yourself. Nothing else.
I am good. These people are evil.
You got it backwards, son.
You understand? And it's just that simple. And I won. And I'm going to always win. And I'm going to continue to win. I'll always be here to stop you, Mr. Freeze. How you like that?
I'll always be here to stop you, Mr. Freeze. And somehow society thinks that it is better to let people like him loose in said society.
I
Sick,
love it.
really.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy, man. Like, this is America. What? Yeah. Yeah, they have no answer. That's what they all do. They all have to try to cheat. Just like all you try to cheat your way to the top on a ladder that doesn't exist, of a false paradigm, right? A kingdom of nothingness. That's what they want to be. They want to be royal.
How much you want to bet? And this is a rhetorical question that I've asked many times, that he doesn't know what paradigm means. Paradigm, of course, is the pinnacle of something. It means basically the same thing as acme, believe it or not.
Royalty in a kingdom of nothing. Real talk. A kingdom of nothing. Vinny Paz said it best. Y'all folks are hilarious, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Orza to the program. Been a while, sir. How are you?
You understand? My kingdom is heaven. My kingdom is the kingdom of God.
Oh, boy.
You understand? With the angels and the seraphim and all the most powerful angels in existence. You know what I mean? Like, I'm working up to trying to get to that level. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. Seriously. That's what folks don't get. Like, I'm
I sure appreciate that, Orza.
earning my rite of passage into heaven. I'm doing it right here in front of you. That's what this is. I told you it's a gateway. This whole life is a gateway. It's a path into what's next and what's after. You know, and all of you are taking everything for granted and not appreciating your time and your opportunity, and you're not building a relationship with God, and you're just wasting your time here. This is a school.
He says we're wasting our time, says someone who does nothing but waste time. You can only get that here on Negative 43 TV Saturday Madness.
To learn. It's a spiritual school. You know? That's why they called that church thing. What did the dude himself say? He said, this is like spiritual boot camp. That's what he called it. He himself. And those people were evil as hell. So if he even knew that, hell, brother, that's crazy, man. You know, that's a demonically possessed person doing evil. They're not doing no good. They're doing evil. You know what I mean? And then, you know, being contradictory, and, you know, their words never match with their actions. If he knew that's what that place was, because that's exactly what it was, I don't get how harrowing that experience.
Oh, he says something all the time, Ledgeview, but as we all know, as he does so, he says nothing at the same time. It's kind of part of the magic around here.
Experience was. You don't get how scary it got, even for me. That's what you don't get. Surrounded by enemies, and you can't go nowhere. And if you do, look at what happened. I was in the middle of Kentucky with no way to come back here or anything.
If you mean the brother in Christ, I don't know. Could be the demands finally got to him, but I honestly have no idea.
Well, man, I don't know the meaning of anything. Y'all haven't been through nothing. I know the meaning of pain, suffering, everything. I've been through it all. You understand? Every which way but sundown. These folks have done it all across the board. We know exactly what these folks have done. What do you mean?
Okay, I'll read this for the listeners from Orza. Last I checked, he was making fun of the kid for wanting to do like missionary work. Yeah, some kind of believer in God. This bacterially infected Mong.
Come on, man. There's words for all of it. Like I said, it's all public. What I heard in one of the downloads and readings is that everything is public now about these folks and what they've been doing this whole time. How could it not have been? It should have been public the whole time. Like, what? Bro, all the channel names and some of the legal names are out publicly. True Alpha Dating Advice channel. What is y'all talking about?
What?
That's what I'm saying. They all want to act like, oh, I'm not paying attention. Oh, I can't see. You're all seeing, bro. Y'all all know what it is. You understand? What takes you so long? Like, what? That's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy, bro. Because everybody's too self-absorbed, right? And thinks that everything is different than what it is. Like, reality is just reality. If you sign up to do a job, do the job or resign. That's the way that works.
Well, since you're getting nothing accomplished as Batman, that logic would lead me to conclude that you need to stop being Batman.
Like what?
What a
Yeah,
loser.
it's like Batman said. He said they probably raised you and taught you that the world makes sense. He said I was raised that the world doesn't make sense and you have to make it make sense. That's exactly why I'm Batman, because that's me. Exactly what I'm doing here. The world doesn't make any sense.
No shit.
It doesn't. I'm not sure if it ever has. You know what I mean? You have to make it make sense. So that's the thing people don't get. Like, y'all want to all talk it, but not walk it. Y'all want to talk about these concepts. You want to talk it, but you're not living it.
Yeah, God's not actually going to smile on him for supporting this Antichrist.
I'm living everything that I spit. I'm the real rapper. I'm the real gangster. I'm the real thug. I'm what all y'all made your fake songs about, like Jay-Z and 50 Cent. They rap about what I lived. They don't do any of that. I'm the one who lived it. Still living it. Real thing. Real thug.
So when was the last time they rapped about being a retard believing he's Batman? When?
Like I said, man, y'all think it's easy. It's not easy, man. It's not easy. It's never been easy. You know what I mean? I've watched so many examples of the same situation. I've watched so many good people. You know what I mean? Everything that's transpired and happened concerning them. I've watched the devil do what he does so many times in front of me, and I've done everything I can to try to assist and help and stand up to him. You know what I mean? And, I also can't control everything. You know what I mean? It's just been hard, man. It's been hard, but there is a balance to it, there is a balance. But yeah, like I said, everything I ever went through, I was always the one who made it out. I was always the one that kept surviving and kept going. And I don't even understand how, because I always thought that I was the weak one. That's the truth. I never thought that I was the strong one. Never.
You say that all the time. Constantly, you're stronger than anybody. You're faster. You're quicker. You're more athletic, all of which is absolutely laughable 47 minutes after the hour.
I always thought I was the weakest one. Truthfully.
You are.
I never knew that I had strength like this. That's what folks don't get. I have no idea still who I am in the spiritual realm. I'm trying to understand. I mean, some of it kind of makes sense to me. I feel like I'm the guy that sits literally at the right-hand throne of God.
There you go again, calling yourself Jesus Christ. I mean, your rails are greased. Straight to hell.
And wears this crown, which is, my Batman mask. It may look a little different. And I picture something like it. I have visions of it. I need to figure out if it's an actual character that they talk about. But I think I'm the top enforcer for heaven. And I think I'm just in human form. And I think this is how I earn my wings, as I do it down here in Earth where it's harder, and I may not have all these superpowers.
That is such a wonderful thing to read, sis. It is.
And the ability to do way more that I'll have when I get to heaven. Does that make sense?
Evicted by his half sister. Wouldn't that just be too good?
So but when I get to heaven, I feel like I'll have wings and like a long wingspan, like I know I'm a real angel.
Oh boy.
So that's what folks don't get. I'll have the ability to do so much, wouldn't say more, but just be so much so powerful. But you have to earn it. I feel down here where it's harder. You have to earn it as a mortal. That's why they call it Mortal Kombat, right? Because you have to earn it being a mortal being. That's the hardest part, because you don't have all this other,
Mortal Kombat is a video game.
All the power,
Tits.
You have to earn that power, just like respect is to be earned, not given. When are we going to get back to that?
We're still there. You want respect given to you. It's not earned from you, and it never will be earned from you, because you have no respect for anyone else. You don't. You're a reptile.
So, I just think, folks have no idea. That's what I think. I
Okay.
think folks couldn't even fathom the lane that I'm in and the walk I'm walking and anything about me or my life. I don't think any of you can comprehend. I don't. I think there's a few that may understand. It's because they have belief and faith. That's it. You know what I mean? Other than that, I mean, it just is what it is. But like I said, I'm doing the best I can, man. You know, I mean,
The best you can gargles nuts.
I'm a human being, bro. You know what I mean? And, you know, the fact is that, you know, I've never been given a fair shake yet.
He is YouTube married to Christina.
I've never been given nothing. Nothing was fair. Nothing was equal. Everything's been so unfair. It's unbelievable. I just want that to change. You know, like I really, truly do. I want a fair, equal opportunity in something, in everything. I mean, even just the way that people look at me, and I just never understand that because I'm like, can you see what's in front of you? Like, do you have any clue who you're
Yes, indeed, that would be correct. Yes.
talking to and dealing with? Like, I don't know what's up with you folks anywhere. I really don't. Y'all are perplexing to me. You know, like, bro, I look like money. I look like what I am. The only self-made trillionaire who ever existed, still to date, and still in equity.
Here's a statement for the listeners from El Frost Vivo, except he definitely does respect us. Why would you want respect from someone you don't respect? I wouldn't want the approval from someone I despise or find morally repulsive. And when they're both things, man, that's really bad.
You don't have any clue who I am, bro. You don't know what I've been through. You don't understand what it's like. Like I said, how could you know? You would have no idea. Y'all never been through nothing. You never had every single, you know, everybody just feel jelly because you shine and your spirit, you know, irritates their demons.
Your usage of a word that you stole from a Beyonce song, I have been told. Wow, geez, what a joke, man. God, men don't say jelly. I don't think really much anybody says jelly. And Tyler Durden says something that is also very true: equity rich, no cash.
You don't know what it's like, man. I can't even be in front of some people. My spirit, I literally exorcise demons without trying. I'm the son of God. You know what I mean? And like I said, I didn't always know this. I didn't know any of this. This is all new for
That's true. I'll read this for the listeners as well. Again, it's from Sis. He's saying he wants acceptance from the same people he says have worthless opinions. It's true.
me. That's what folks don't get. I'm learning as I go. I'm walking. You know, they when they said the rebirth, that's what they compared it to. They said you're like a, you know, a what? Like a newborn right now. That's literally like I was hatched or something. It's crazy the comparison.
He's like a newborn, like he was hatched. Oh God, why do I have to keep the noise down? Like he was. Oh my God.
They make. And this is when all this was first starting. And they're like,
only here,
like, you don't get it. I
only
got
here.
ancestors just watching over me while God's molding me and sculpting me and working on me more so every day. It's a journey. Y'all think that everything is easy. You think this and that. Y'all want to, you know, play God and pretend you're in control. You folks are nowhere close. Okay, nobody is close to God. Nobody has the power God has. What are you talking about?
And plus, he said he was a newborn on top of everything else, which would explain everything.
These are folks that just
Sheriff Consent says hatched from Candy's eggs. That was for you listeners.
sit there all day and have nothing to do. That's crazy, man. You know, and then the fact that, you know, these people know that's the truth and said it themselves. These corrupt ones, they said it themselves that these are people with too much time on their hands.
Yeah.
Okay, right, because you talking to them. Because that's you too. You have too much time on your hands. You don't do anything. Tell me when I'm lying.
He is absolutely evil. He is absolutely evil. We've said it many times in these here parts. If he actually had any guts, he would in fact be a threat to society. If he had any guts, he would have been in the penitentiary years ago. But he doesn't, so we're all safe.
Right, because again, you're who have these people trying to type right over here in my chat room on my business. Like, come on, bro. Every day? Come on, bro. Let's get real, man. You know what I mean? Come on, bro. Like I said, we're all grown adults, man. You know what I mean? Like, I have to be able to run my business and make my money. You know what I mean? You got to be fair. You know what I mean? Like I said, there's been absolutely no fairness. So that's what I'm saying. I mean, if you got to be unfair and cheat
Well, if you didn't go to the dispensary, I'm assuming you have it on hand.
at everything and you still can't win, ooh, goodness, I'm the boss, ain't I? Yeah. They won't even let me get situated first. Do you understand that? Every day, I've never been able to just even get situated, relax, have a minute, have some,
Okay, he has ended. We have about 4 minutes or so to go here. And at that point, Saturday Madness will conclude for this week.
peace and quiet, have time to myself. Like, that's the point. Like, I understand what the devil on. That's why I said, all y'all don't need to be talking to me. If you a friend and you support me, that's one thing.
Which is the way to do it. Run out or get close to running out. Don't ever get overstocked.
That's fine. If you coming on good terms, cool. But all that other stuff, I ain't trying to hear it. You know what I mean? Because literally every day the devil moves and operates through these people and they keep talking. I don't know why you keep talking to me. That's weird. I'm not talking to you.
Oh, I had faith in you, sis. And Orza wonders, is Christina aware of all this tomfoolery? Oh, you bet.
And you will hear this. I got this on camera almost every day of me saying this. They got actual demonic possessed folks around me every day. That makes sense to you? Like, what? Like I said, no, these folks have never done anything. They've never done their job. They're corrupt. They're evil. And I got eyes behind me, just so you know. I see everything, bro. I can see all y'all. All of them are evil. They ain't no good. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like, folks want to act and pretend. No, I'm gonna tell you what it is. No, I'm not a happy customer about none of
Boy, that sounds good.
this. That's the thing. And me, I don't want to walk around, feeling some way and angry every day.
Last joint I rolled, I used my Picasso's brush on it, and I'm sure glad I did.
You understand? That's why I said I need all y'all to not be speaking to me. Don't say a word to me, bro. You understand? Because what y'all have been on is ridiculous. It's
Oh man, the show's about to end, and look who is here. It's Black Label Mark. How are you doing, sir? It's very good to see you, but we've got like 4 minutes left. I feel bad.
embarrassing. There's no excuse for it. I don't know what y'all are talking about. So, like I said, that's my deal. Like, I have to have the right environment facilitated so I can shine and work and focus. And I don't have people talking to me that I'm not speaking to. You feel me? And that's what God is going to provide for me now. Like, what? If I don't agree to have a conversation, I'm not acknowledging you. There's no way you can be speaking to me. So what's up?
You know what, sis? That wouldn't stop me at all. And I hate the cold.
Come on, man. I don't even acknowledge these folks' presence because they have no presence. You feel me? What? You got to have an identity first, brother. You got to be able to sit at my table. Can't none of y'all sit at my table. Like I said, I'm royalty. I'm the son of God. Yeah, everything's serious official tissue over here.
No, I couldn't imagine that at 14 years old. That was way beyond anybody's imagination back then. And yeah, with these vapes, I think it would be important to try to keep them away from teens, even though I was one of the pot smoking teens back in my day. It's not what we're used to.
These folks are powerless. Point proven as usual. Yeah, like I said, what does the internet have to do with anything?
And I am so glad to see you, Mark. Again, I'm actually saddened that we have about 5 minutes left here.
Nothing. What are you talking about? See, like I said, be fair. Let's be real when we speak, please. You know, understand? Maturity. Come on, brother. I'm the king. Been the king. Always been the king, always will be. Feel me? That's just what it is. I don't know what else to tell you. Feel me? But like I said, let folks do what they do. I'm going to do what I do, which is keep on succeeding, keep on moving forward. And that's about it. God is not going to tolerate any of this. He ain't
We're almost there.
And too much has already been done. So God is coming 100%. And God told me, vengeance is mine. Get ready. Yeah, now it's God's turn. Wait and see.
Oh, nothing to worry about, sis. And yeah, Mark, I'd love to see you more. I sure would.
Yeah, it is legitly too funny. All of it, legitly too hilarious. Yeah.
And you know what the really fucked up thing about him saying he was just hatched, sis? It's not the first time he said it.
Like I said, we're gonna keep on winning.
I don't know. There's a theory out there that maybe he's been in contact with some Southern Baptists lately. It's a total affectation, of course. Why does he say God like that? Yeah, swallowing the word. It's kind of funny, yet it really gets stuck in my ass.
We're gonna keep on making it.
Should I say a burr under my saddle? Saying that it gets stuck in my ass, well, that implies things I don't mean to imply.
We're gonna keep on succeeding. And it's just that simple. Feel me? Other than that, I don't know what y'all on. I don't know what you're doing. Right? But like I said, I'm a boss, right? I pay for cash for everything I have. I own everything. I built it, and it doesn't concern you. Mind your business. All right, I'll talk to y'all in a minute, man. Keep it real.
We absolutely keep it real around here. You're the one that has problems with reality, and that is all that I have for you on this Saturday Madness here on Negative 43 TV. We've been here 3 hours and 16 minutes. So just like old times, you just can't do Saturday Madness properly and keep it down to a low roar. It just seems to turn into just a thing, you know? And yes, we are going to have to do this really, really soon. And we will, believe me. As far as programming notes go, I don't know. I would look for a second installment of the new AI series. That would probably happen in the next 2 or 3 days, I would think. Apologize for the loud giggle fits. She doesn't care. It's the person on the other side. I went to talk to Mrs. Baritone a few minutes ago, and somebody knocked at my door. And it's like, well, this is basically an old folks' home. It is. I mean, it's not, but it is. You got to be 55 to get in here. And once you get to a certain point with certain people, or should I say a certain age, 8 o'clock can become bedtime. And I was really super, super fired up in the first part of this video, the stream, and you'll be able to hear that again and again and again. And that's really all I ask for you, is just watch this over and over and over again. But I'll be around more. I'm picking it up here a little bit more. It helps that I've become accustomed to the laugh track. Until you get used to that, it's almost unbearable. And yeah, that guy, I didn't know that was actually a feature either, that's what that ask meant, or that diamond shape meant. Oh, I know. I don't, the way we are nowadays, I have no idea who lives next door to me. I know that they just moved in, which is probably why I was really letting it go earlier. But yeah, I just assumed that was who was knocking. So again, old folks home. I can't say it enough. Old folks home. No, I don't. I barely hear it anymore. It just goes right over your head after a while. Save some good chunks of foam for soundproofing. Yeah, the walls in here are predictably very thin. It's very nice to look at, but after you've been here for 4 or 5 years, you start to notice little things where you can say, hey, they didn't really put all that much money into this thing. He's got to ditch his Batman gear. He'll be back. So be ready, that guy. Be ready, Sheriff Consent. I think he'll come back too. I do. It's all that he has in his life. Everything that he has in his life. So he will be back. Meanwhile, you know what I'm getting ready to say. So you may as well say it with me. It's time to bring up the house lights and go home. I'm Rich Baritone. And until the next time, I'll talk to you. And now, Negative 43 TV ends another broadcast day. Negative 43 TV is a wholly owned subsidiary of Baritone Media, LLC, which is headquartered at 1 Frost Tower in downtown Sneedville. Negative 43 TV studios are located at 6969 Dead Daddy Drive in Sneedville. On behalf of all of us at Negative 43 TV, have a good evening. And now, high flight.
Slipped the surly bonds of earth and danced the skies on laughter's silvered wings. Sunward I've climbed and joined the tumbling mirth of sun-split clouds and done 100 things you have not dreamed of. Wheeled and soared and swung high in the sunlit silence. Hovering there, I've chased the shouting wind along and flung my eager craft through footless halls of air. Up the long, delirious, burning blue, I've topped the windswept heights with easy grace, where never lark nor even eagle flew. And while with silent, lifting mind, I've trod the high, untrespassed sanctity of space, put out my hand, and touched the face of God.